enjoy your stay. Rank up! Hold the line! This hamlet shall not fall.
So apologies if you hear background audio. Thank you for the raid, Guava. And I'm going to... I don't have a funny lead-in for this, but hello, welcome everybody. And my roommates are back, so they're sounding off. I don't really feel like telling them off. Tell me if they get loud. I hope they're not. But otherwise, hello, welcome to the stream. We're playing a new game today, but first I have something to show you. Before I do that, turn your audio down to 2 for a second. Sounds good on your end. Hi, Black Cat. Happy new PNG day. Yeah, I decided not to do a huge debut, but I am going to show it to you before we get started for today, because I feel like you at least deserve to see it for obvious reasons. I am happy to see you all here. Oh, hey, Tizzy. Give me a second. I have to do a couple quick shout-outs. First off, again, thank you for the raid, Guavasaur. Thank you for the follow, Rowan VT. I'm still not really actually mad at you, but you know. I also over the past time I also got Plate Smasher OG. I think you followed from last stream. Sadie Sweet, thank you for the follow, and correct me if I'm wrong, I thought I saw somebody else, but don't. Oh, Marissa Doom, yes, they're about to arise. All right, are you guys ready to see this? Because Flash has been working very hard on this, and you all know, for example, that my old PNG has just been a thing, thankfully done by Guavasaur, and will still be available, thankfully. Of my Rogadin, which you see on the screen for you, but oh, I'm so happy to see y'all popping off. Are you ready to see this? Here I am. You probably have already seen this if you have hang out with me before, but this is, I guess, the quote-unquote real me. Give me a second to move me to a more pertinent position. There we go. Ye fucking haw indeed. There we go. That fits a lot better. I cannot tell you how much euphoria this fucking image gives, because it's a lot of fun. So there's some lore here, if you might not have been able to already tell. A lot of it is thanks to some roleplay with my FC, wherein my Warrior of Light got infected by something, and kind of guided how that Warrior of Light kind of has changed over the years, from being the standard Rogan into something more. And up until really recently, as in of this has been a render of it. And yes, again, let me give a shout out Flash Ballad, who is the artist who made this. They did a fantastic job, and I cannot stress that there was a lot of fucking cool shit that went into this. It's gonna be weird hearing people in my house these days. But yeah, there's a lot of little neat touches you might be able to tell with this. Give me a second. First off, you might be able to notice that like there's a lot more like there we go. It's important note to that when you move that, it's going to change the actual size of it. What sound is next? A lot of copies of Scream. Fuck it, leave it up. But yeah, you'll see a lot of different little touches, like the little horn. Yes, that's a very clear ripoff of Venom Snake's horn. And the arm, especially, is the big thing here. And the abs, for very obvious reasons.
A new subscriber arrives.
Thank you very much for the 15 months, Brad. I need to move the alert box up to the front. There we go. So, I'm going to be messing around with ViatoTube. This is not Fugitech. This is ViatoTube. And you might see that there's a few cool things on it. Mainly that there is now a blinking animation too. Also, I have glasses now too. Now, I'm still going to be messing around with ViatoTube, figuring out how this works. I used to use ViatoTube, but I switched to Fugitech because it was really easy to just hop into a call and have everyone there. Simulated blinking, indeed. Let's see. Lore is pretty much just a portmanteau of everything I like, for obvious reasons. Into net running, Rogadin, obvious reasons. But dove too deep and got infected with something. It's kind of left unclear, for obvious reasons, to do whatever I want with it. I also am noticing there's a lot of cool shit with how the abs are crunching, but that might just be me being a complete simp for it. Also, the markings are indeed cyberware. The right ones are for sure. Everything with the, you see that there's little markings over here and the scarring that's kind of covered up. It's part of the infection here with the arm as well. And let me see what else is going here. You see the little arm, like, what's the word I want to use here? I guess brace with the little slouching makes your abs. Exactly, you're right. I'm still kind of in awe / shock over this for obvious reasons. Because if you also might notice I'm going to scroll in a little bit more here so you get to see some cooler details too. Yes, I know you're like zooming in a lot with it. The arm we designed with Corium. The calling it a band as yes. There's a cool thing with the right eye over here where the iris is cracked a lot too, which I really love. Yes, I'm making myself bigger so you can look at me. Trying to think what else. Also, I love the little gradient with the back hair, where it's also like this is very clearly dyed or has something else going on with it. Where it's just fuck it, let's do what we want. I love it. The current plan is we're going to be rocking with this, and we'll see how we feel with it. I feel fucking fantastic, and I'm really, really happy that Flash made it. Again, I think Flash is opening their commissions pretty soon, within the next week or so. So if you want a stream, what's the word I'm looking for here? A stream PNG like this, hit them up. I believe they're also learning how to do rigging as well. So probably going to be hitting them up. As for costumes, I don't know yet. I do want to see if we're going to add on like pieces of flair, like, you know, buttons or symbols or something like that. But I'll figure out some way to do that. I may just do that with the layout so we don't have to like come back and go, hey Flash, I got more ideas. Because Lord knows I already gave Flash so many over the course of this. Let's see here. Currently have 3 slots open on your coffee. Yeah, there you go. Again, they should have their information on YouTube, or sorry, Twitch. But in the meantime, if you haven't caught up, I didn't figure out for a while how to stream because my what's the word here? My mic stand broke. But I figured out that the second outfit, in case you wanted it later, it might be cool if we can like take a look and see if we can add like symbols and shit to it, because there's a couple symbols I'd really like to add to it. Let's see here. I'm probably gonna be for what's the word I'm looking for here? Forestalling the eye patch for a bit, because I kind of like the what's the word I want to use here? The derp. I'm thinking on my words right now. I apologize. I'm also kind of flustered because, one, I managed to book the flight to go see my boyfriend's for next week, next Thursday. So I'll be off of stream for about a week. Though I only stream once a week, so, you know, you're not missing much from me. Yeah, you're fucked up. I love my fucked up eyeball. Like, fucking scrunkly little eyeball we got it going. You nailed the fucking aged, mature look in there so fucking well. Like, you did good, strongest day I've ever fucking seen. Thank you again, Flash. You are a fucking fantastic artist. Alright. Now, all that being said, I have been rambling for so long, and we do want to at least stream something today instead of, you know, rambling about Flash. Although we could. But I think Flash has to go play Borderlands 3 for a bit, so. I think you really like the scarring yes, I do like the scarring texture, too. The only thing I could, like, suggest is, like, if the scarring texture was a little bit more metallic, like, the blend of a Warframe and a human, but honestly, I think this is perfectly fine. Fine in a positive sense. Because we can always make more later. So, where was I going with this? Right. So, current plan right now is we're going to be playing My Time at Sandrock. If you're not familiar with it, Sandrock... Jesus Christ. Sandrock is effectively a life sim in the vein of My Time at Porsche. I need to figure out where the hell my PNG is going to be going with this. And where the hell the... There we go. Gotta move windows and shit. There we go. That should work. Where was I going with this? Yeah, the plan is to play My Time at Sandrock, see if that works well. Hopefully it will. It's a sequel to My Time at Porsche, if you're familiar with that. It's the builder life sim rather than the farmer life sim. I played a lot of My Time at Porsche on my Switch, and Sandrock was on sale, so I figured I'd pick it up. All right. If you flip yourself to face the other way, I will repossess you. Hold on one second. No, now I have to do that. All right, so here's that. Nope, that just makes me tiny. Hold on. How do I flip? Haha! You can't fucking get me now. I'm upside down. It's fine. It looks good. Don't get mad at me. Let me fix that. Flip vertical. There we go. Ta-da! There we go. Your art looks good even if it's flipped like that. Don't worry. I promise. Alright. You all ready to start playing? Let me turn down the... Sorry, give me a second. Oh my god. I'm tired. Don't repossess my PNG. I still need it, please. But yeah, we're going to be playing My Time at Sandrock here. I'm probably going to be moving my PNG somewhere around here. As per usual, if you're new here, welcome to my stream. I usually stream with an open couch, so if you want to hang out with me on call, I am more than willing to hang out on Discord and have you chat with me as we play. Apologies again for any background audio. Shut up. Shut. No more of those for me today. Okay. And I don't need an ad for Zaxby. Zaxby sucks. Anyway, where was I going with this? Yes, I forget. I'm tired. I'm stupid. Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm going to have to just deal with my roommates being loud. I don't really feel like going out and arguing with them. Anyway. That's really loud as shit. So, my time at Porsche was a life sim where you had some raising... See, here's the thing. I'm used to Bojangles. Bojangles is my preferred. Testing. Oh, okay. We're having a little bit of frame drop. Y'all know what time it is. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Aim for 60. Terrain quality high. Distant shadow quality meh. You don't hear any background noise? Good. Okay. And FPS is leveled out to 60. Good. Pixel light count. I'm starting to realize this is a thing I just kind of always need to do now. So, what the hell's skin white? Also, keep in mind that this is also a game that is in early access. I very much enjoy Porsche, and I think Porsche is complete, but it's also... English is not its first language, so keep that in mind if you want to pick either of these games up. It's made by Pathia, and I think it's Chinese dev. I'm pretty sure it's a Chinese dev. And I don't say this with any kind of malice, because it turns out Chinese development is getting really good. Like, not surprisingly, but like incredibly, like, well, there's a lot of shit that's good with it. We could talk about it for later, but for now, I didn't even know there's a multiplayer preview. So, I'm gonna start a new game. Basic premise is that we move to a place in my time of Porsche. You move to the titular place of Porsche, and in this, we're moving to a place that was mentioned in Porsche called Sandrock, which is more of a desert kind of thing. Name, of course, is Tsunami. Gender, female. Unfortunately, we still have gendered like body models, but whatever. And you know what? I feel like being a little bit more mask. Why not? We're gonna style the shit out of ourselves, so. You see me coming something to declare? I am listening. You know, you could also just come in here and yell it at me. To my face. You can get a katana. Okay. Alright, so I might have to play Mech Warrior. Though it sounds like that's a really dumb... Not dumb. Oh, you can have undertones? Ooh, damn. That is cool that you can get a katana, though. I'm genuinely surprised. Yeah, I hope we can change most of this later, because it feels like this is going to be a thing we're going to be messing with and find a lot of cursed shit with it. But I'm surprised there's katana. Rowan, for reference, is playing Mech Warrior 5. And I'm used to Mech Warrior Online back from when I used to play it in college. It feels weird to say I used to play this shit in college. Give me a sec. They weren't kidding. It's a katana. Apparently you can use it on assault weapon, assault size as well. That's terrifying. I love that. Alright, face shape. I don't know how long I'm gonna stand this. Okay, nope, 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 nope. The only problem I've ever had with Porsche and Pathia, the games at large, is that I'm not a big fan of their face shapes. But it's just something I really don't look at too much. The fact that they also give their player characters, like, words to say is really nice. Hair. Hair basic color, black as per usual. Also, the lighting does not do this any favors. I will note that. Oh, you can, like, make it... Okay, cool, 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 cool. Shaggy hair. That's pretty good for our hair, actually. And go for white. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Bang, short. tail long, hair relatively okay. Let's go with the bluish, saturation high, brightness down. What? I really hope that's just because we're in like a place that has like a sepia tone, because to me it looks... Oh. Huh. Well, fair enough. Okay, I guess it works, but you know. Oh, I'm gonna have to do some fucking... I look like a Disney character. Alright, they do. Things we have noticed. Star... Okay. Okay. Hey, Pathia, I like what you're doing. I really do, but my guys... Please, love of all gods. Can I do different eyes? Pupil colors... Alright, thank you for the look, Lava. I appreciate it. I guess we're gonna mess with this later, and I'm pretty sure we can customize this later, so I'm not terribly fussy about it. Okay, that's looking better. Though a little small... Can we get face tattoos? Can we get multiple face tattoos? No, of course not. There we go. Eyeshadow and blush. Yeah, that's... Okay, this character's slowly starting to come together. Okay, cool, cool, cool. And basic color should be a little bit more... There we go. Looks more like a scar, and that's the point. And any eyeshadow, certainly. Nope. Nope. Dark. Dear sweet God, okay. I look like I've seen some shit. We're gonna need to change those eyes in a second. Eyes, reset. I said reset. Whatever, it's fine. There we go. Okay, now we're looking more like a human being. I think I'll pass on that. There we go. And we gotta choose our birthday, as is per usual. How do we choose what? Oh, okay. Looking for autumn 2. Yes. Alright. So, from what I remember, Portia had a really, really good balance between you were always able to build stuff on your quote-unquote farm, but by and large what was going on was that you always had an ability to like build stuff to get money, and that was your main way of money. Like you fulfill commissions of building like materials or furniture or stuff like that, and that's what I remember from it. It was more of a scavenging and scrapping kind of, or harvesting materials kind of game rather than a farming game. Like in most life sims, you might be used to farming to get money, to farm to get more money, etc., so forth, which isn't bad, but there's a point where that also wears off its welcome to me. I don't know, should I mess with TikTok Lives? I feel like that's not a good idea, but you know, maybe next time. All right. You mind though, I am also new to this as well, and it might be taking a bit to load because this is I understand a big game. I hope it runs okay. I think it will, but you know, if it doesn't run okay, we'll pick a different game to run. We got plenty of time today. That being said, my friends that have played Sandrock say it's really good, so hopefully we'll enjoy it. It has gone black screen. Is that intentional? Never mind. Train. Sandrock builder wanted. A resident builder's retiring. Okay, yeah. It's already vastly improved over Porsche's entrance. Because Porsche's entrance was a lot more Animal Crossing-esque, and this has like camera angles and shit. Cool. All right. Hell yeah. There's a little bit of like a retro punk kind of, not retro punk, but like a scrap punk kind of vibe to the game as well. Yeah, I'm actually pretty okay with my character.
Howdy.
I forgot to turn on subtitles. God damn it.
Hi there. You must be the new builder. I'm Ian, the other new builder. I just got here a week ago. Nice to meet ya. I'm here to take you to the Commerce Guild. The retiring builder and the commissioner are there. Let's not keep them waiting. Follow me.
So, basic premise again, you're playing as a builder. What's all this? This is my time at Sandrock. If you're familiar with Harvest Moon or Stardew Valley, this is not quite the same, but it's the same kind of idea of you do things and make things during a day, and you're spending your time. It's quite nice. I love my time at Porsche. It's the pre-year one, but this is a new one that was on sale, so I decided to give it a shot.
This way.
Also, welcome to the stream, Joe. You might notice something different here. I'll let you figure out what it is based on the title. Alright, before we go any further, language, game voice, English. Wait, hold on. What? Yep, that's what I thought. It's Chinese. This is not a problem, by the way. Like I said, I'm quite impressed by how well it can be done. What we're looking for, however, is not here. However, I will point out one thing here that I find Porsche and Sandrock do incredibly well. Because there's some other things in here take some time to be able to actually grow, like multiple days to build or like hours, in-game hours. You can also set the in-game game speed time, like the time or the time that, you know, hours, in-game hours tick by. Hold on. You wouldn't fucking dare. You probably would actually dare, but you know, I don't. It's not that I have patience, it's more like I don't. Alright. We have a toolbar, which is 1 through 8, and we also have an inventory that already works. Interesting thing to note, by the way, is that you have a limited inventory and you expand it via paying. You start with 0 gold, but most everything you find can be sold for money. In Porsche, the way I usually make money was like find cool things, see if it went for anything, and if you can make anything good with it. Sometimes you could, sometimes you couldn't. These are basically batteries. The basic premise in this world is Rowan. Don't encourage Joe. He will, or Joe will go off. But basic premise of this world is that a small town. This is Sandrock, by the way. A small town at the edge of the Eufaula Desert, a member of the Alliance of Free Cities, and through which the Atara Railways runs. A group of hardworking and tenacious people live in Sandrock. There's lore in this game, by the way. There's lore in this setting, where the world already went through an apocalypse, and technology as a result kind of got shut down as a result. Like it was a multiple bombs apocalypse, and they went, okay, nah, fuck this. There's all my stats. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, I know. Alright. Let me know again if the FPS or any of the audio is weird. In the meantime, let's get started. Serious Square Enix? Yeah, I could see that. It has a bit of actually... I kind of compared a little bit more to Toontown. But that's because of like the thick borders on everything.
Howdy there, I'm Yan, president of the Sandrock Commerce Guild. Pleased to make your acquaintance, yada yada yada.
I'll be overseeing you with Mian, but don't think of me as your boss. Think of me more as,
This guy's a
buddy,
dickhead, I can feel it.
Supervisor. This here's Mason. He's retiring, hence, you know, the whole reason for you being here and whatnot. But you knew that already.
Yeah, I'm mood, Brad.
Anyway, see that workshop there on the other side of the tracks? It used to be Mason's, but now it's all yours. Ain't that swell?
I'm gonna see if I can use a controller on
Just
this.
think of all the great stuff you'll be able to make in there for our Commerce Guild. And, well, for other people too, I guess. Well, I am now speechless. Mason, as the established builder of Sandrock, why don't you say a couple of inspiring words?
I'm sorry. Well, they did tell you that you were. I know you mentioned, Brad, that they were like gave you enough time to look for a job and like gave you warning time beforehand. Have you found anything that might be able to replace it, or are going to be good without one?
Well, let's not get too friendly. I mean, am on my way out of here. My workshop is yours now. You may find it run down and dilapidated, ill-equipped, and
This guy's a.
it is certainly those things, but you may also find that the place has a lot of heart. I believe that will suffice. May you bring Telesis to the land.
Not sure what
Now,
Telesis
if
is.
you'll excuse me, I'm off to the Blue Moon. There are only so many more days I'll be able to get my Yakmel milk on.
That guy has been feels down on his heart.
Well, he always was a bit awkward, mind you. Anyway, back to business. Before you start, I need to tell y'all a bit about how we work here in the desert. I know you already hold builder licenses, but things are a bit different.
You'll find
here
something,
from
Brad, I
what you're
promise.
used to. To start with, there aren't too many trees around, so don't go swinging your axe around too much. It's, frowned upon, anyway. But there's plenty of scrap metal and driftwood you can break apart. For that, you'll need something called a pick hammer. It's a pick with a hammer, just as the name implies. We use it only because it's useful for breaking up rocks, but it's also
I'm actually
durable
impressed by,
enough
like,
to break up the
how-
old world scrap all around here.
How solid the voice acting is. Like the voice acting in the first game was pretty good, but it was also like weirdly like mixed, where there sometimes it was really quiet and sometimes really loud. This sounds
Easy
pretty
stuff
solid.
to make as well. You just need to find some stone and wood and craft it at your work table. Why don't you try making one for yourselves? You'll be needing it right away anyway. When you're done, just come find me in the Commerce Guild. But, you know, no rush. See you there.
Got a bit of a Donald Duck vibes.
It is pretty easy to make. We should
What
be
the
able
hell
to
is
find the
that?
stone and
Oh,
wood
it's a
we need
llama.
by just searching through junk piles on the ground near our workshops. Picking up things is fun. Hey, let's go to your workshop and see what kind of machines Mason left for you. Let me take you there.
Like this is the kind of game like style. If you're used to playing like modded Minecraft that you made a whole bunch of machines and had to piece together the machines, that would be the kind of thing I would recommend for this. But again, as you might be able to expect, it is definitely a here's how I describe it. It is a different take on how to do a life sim. There are some Chinese made life sims out there, like Immortal Life, I think, and Amazing Cultivation Sim, but they have a different focus where ACS is basically RimWorld but with cultivation.
Kind of slim pickings, but at least he did
They
think
have
of
different
people. That should be hard for me
different
to make
goals,
a
I guess,
camera.
of what the payoff for work is in terms of game work.
You know, Sandrock is still well known across all free cities for being directly on top of an old world metropolis. They say some old scraps even end up here on the surface when the wind blows. Once we have our pick hammers, we can smash them up and get all the resources we need. Also, I kind of wanted to say something to you privately. See, the reason I came to Sandrock
Like there's,
is
I like that Porsche and Sandrock have plot going on, but Porsche was kind of light on it because it was establishing itself as a game style. But I find that comparing it to Harvest Moon's like really reticent and doesn't explain it fully.
Make a difference in the world. I bet you feel the same way. So let's make a promise, builder to builder. Let's take Sandrock back to its glory days during our time here. Let's give it our all, okay? Whew. Well, I'm off to make my pick hammer. See you around.
All right. So you also have enemies, stuff like that. Chipotle hit spot. I would love some Chipotle. So most of it, like I said, is Oh, yeah, I need diagrams first. Okay. This right here is an assembly station. We'll be able to make big things with it. But in the meantime, thank you for the axe. I will need that. Break down wood and scrap as well as plant resources like bushes and cactus. Alright. First thing we needed to make was a pick hammer, right? Dig for ores in the ruins, but also can be used to turn the brain to usable materials. They use a filter bar. All it shows are the items. Okay. Click here to make the item. Got it. So what do we need to make it, though? We need wood and stone. Okay, fair enough. So, updated furnace. So that B is roll. Got it. Oh, this is an axe, right? I need to make it. I got it. Okay, there we go. There's our wood. Oh, it's wood, scrap, and dregs. Okay, good to know. Can we go inside yet or not? Oh, we can go in home. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Your traditional, you got a assessment board? Ah, okay. So also Portia and Sandrock also have a thing where the more furniture you put in, the more like you get buffs to your damage, defense, stamina, luck, and health as well. So it usually turns into a thing of you really do want to decorate your home because it gives you benefits in there. Nice thing I like. Alright, so goal right now, it is, I know it's not running perfectly, and that's fine. Let's see here. Stone. We're looking for 4 stone and 2 wood, right? Hello, I would like to kick something. Oh, right. There we go. So, these are good. Plant fire, cactus. I don't care. You're gonna have to fucking fight me.
Hi there, friend. I couldn't help but notice you're doing something illegal. We are not allowed to cut down trees near the town.
Oh.
Oh. Cutting down trees around town can have some seriously negative effects on our environment.
Okay.
Seeing as this is your first offense, I'll let it slide. But if I catch you out here chopping down public trees again, well, I'll have no choice but to fine you to the full extent Sandrock nuisancery law allows for. Worse than that, though. Why, if I saw you chopping down, don't you worry. You can find wood scrap out in the desert. Import that.
Okay, we can plant some of our own as well. Okay, good to know. I was about to say, like, that sounds like it would be a limited resource at that point, which seems weird considering, you know, trees. But then again, tree farm was a thing in the old game. Yeah, I hate this character too. There is a church, the Church of Light, which is basically, hey, technology is really fucked up, let's not use it. But they're kind of Luddites in a certain regard. And I never really side with them because they're Luddites and kind of dickheads. So. Render distance is a bit of a shit, but whatever. Kind of used to that. Quick build. Outstanding. Cool. Alright, check my inventory. So we got some stuff right here. We have to pick up recipes from things, but it turns out that what's on our toolbar does not, or does also count for cactus mine. Okay. Can be used for crafting. Good to know. Okay. So how do I... There we go. Okay. That's gonna be weird trying to get used to that. Okay. So you might notice I got a stone trough with this, which is pretty explanatory. Water tank. Oh, water's our fuel. Got it. Okay. Makes sense to me. How's our stamina doing, by the way? Nigel Thornberry without his wonderful mustache? Fair enough. Look at Tumbleweed. Come here. Got it. I just had some wooden fiber. Makes sense. Yeah, your main stamina is determined by like using your tools or anything like that. So I don't think you have like sprinting stamina anymore. You used to have manage sprinting stamina. It was a bit of annoying. What's in Logan? Who's this? If you see this man, do not engage. More report immediately to the civil core. Any information leading to the arresting conviction of this vile perpetrator will be rewarded handsomely in the sum of 100,000 goals. Yeah, he looks too handsome. He's probably a thing behind it. Oh yeah, I don't like you. Alright, what's in this store? Got it.
Now that's a nice looking pick hammer. It is the soul of a desert builder. Never lose it. But if you do, well, now you know how to build another one, I suppose. Next, let me tell you about the recycler. It's another indispensable tool for a desert builder. It's the machine that's synonymous with make do. Once it's made, you can put the scrap you collect with your pick hammer into the recycler to get all kinds of useful items.
Okay.
You can construct the recycler on your assembly station. Here's the diagram for it. Just look it up in your workshop handbook.
It's a nice fucking model, honk
on the
honk.
control panel at the assembly station.
Hey, Siren. Thank you for the alert.
Don't worry so much. You'll figure it out.
Alright, Jan was giving me a bad impression earlier, and now I'm kind of slowly getting better to it. Is that a quick save? Okay, cool. Okay, this is actually making a way better impression than I thought it was. Like, usually we should be able to... Oh, okay. Yeah, those are wasabi things. I remember those from last time. But like again, for a Chinese-made game, like this is not surprisingly. What's the word I'm looking for here? This is like really well localized for English users. All right. So recycler assembly. This is how we make big stuff. This is the assembly station handbook. Yes, I know, but I need to see it. Right now, we can only make a recycler. This looks better than last time because it also says what pieces you need and why. For recycler, we need grinding stones, which is made with stone and Dinus, which I believe is probably like sand. Then wood, and then stone into stone trough. It's going to be making a lot of pieces, a lot of like interestingly quickly. But cool thing is that do that. Okay, we need to make 2 grinding saws and 1 trough. Easy enough. I don't have enough stone for either of those. Okay. Time to bash some shit. Thankfully, stone is not a resource we have to really worry about, so... Wait, what's this? Yes. Oh, that takes a lot more stamina than I was anticipating. Alright. I got a sandworm, too. Thank you, sandworm friend. What else we got in terms of monsters? Wild yak mouse, they chill. It's really cute, actually. Like I would say one of the issues, I guess, with Portia was that it felt like there wasn't a style to it, or the style that was there was really Toontowny, and I think kind of didn't do it much favors. But like playing this, it feels like they refined that style into an interestingly good way. Oh, that's... Well, that's good to know that we apparently also have to deal with fucking tomberries. Let's see here. Okay, so we're not supposed to cut down trees. Do cactuses count as trees? Yes, they do. But thankfully there's wood piles, so we should be good. You would think that if there's a place that has so many wood and scrap piles that you could deal with it, but... What's this? Throwing rock? Alright, what happens if we use this? Ah! Cactus roots are 1 stamina? Okay. Oh, interesting. Well, I might look at that later then. A better tool, okay. That I presume is ore, rocks, and the like, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. The names might be a little bit funky, but again, translation is the main thing that might be difficult. Hello, friend. Oh, you're looking like an Aptonoth. Okay, okay, okay. I presume that's used for something, but I don't know. I think that should be good to get started on the rest of it. I wish we still had mantling, but whatever. This has a lot nicer of a vibe, I think, than Porsche to some degree. I don't know. I like this vibe, and I like the vibe that it's going for here. All right, quick build. Quick build. All right, cool. There we go. Put the stone trough in there. Wait. Ah, crap. I need to make another grind saw. Need one more piece of sand, apparently. Yeah, there's a nice gameplay loop to the series. Is that you got, like, things you need to do. So you get a commission, you get a task to do, you go put it up on your assembly board, you look and see what it needs, etc. so forth. It's real nice. And I could play that, like, mix for hours. Hold on. Bye. Who, where, what, huh? Okay. Right. Like, I don't know. There's something just really, like, fundamentally nice about this that I find really hard to put into words other than it feels good to play. Like so. And then we get this recycler. Allows transformation of rubbish into usable ores and materials. Let's go find a place to put it. Let's put it, I don't really have a format for this, so place it right here. What can we put in here? Alright, woods. Okay, so if we get scrap, we can mulch it and get stuff. That's cool. Manage what you're building. How long it will take to okay. What kind of... I see. I think... Let's... Okay, dregs can... Okay, got it. Dregs can also be used for stuff too. Good. So it's going to be running and doing its thing, as you might be able to tell. So it's going to... That's why the game speed is important, because you can modify how long this takes too. Or sometimes you can do it like really quickly or really slowly, depending on how much you want. For example, if you want, you could do like a lot of stuff really slowly and get a lot of things done. Do I still have my, yes, I still have, 2 kick. I don't have my flying kick anymore.
Hey, there you are. No need to show me. The main thing to take away here is that from now on, whenever you have questions, you can just consult your workshop handbook and
this guy sounds like a dickhead.
Not ask me anything related to building whatsoever. Yes, I'll be far too busy to... So, now you have the basic knowledge of a desert builder. Normally, the mayor handles registrations, but
Oh, you hadn't heard? She's off trying to plant things in the Eufaula Desert. Didn't no one ever tell her plants need dirt to grow? Say, she's been gone for a while. I sure hope she's still alive.
Oh, by the way, I found a couple of extra diagrams I was probably going to throw away. Why would I do that when I could just recycle them? To
Cartoon version of the owner of the buildings you work in? Yeah, that makes sense.
Consider it a new employee bonus thingy.
Bonus thingy, Jan, you don't know what's going on, do you?
Hurry over to City Hall and have...
Yeah, this guy does not know what the hell's going on. Alright. So these are the stores. Like, there's a tailor over here. Good to know. Sorry. Can we break these? No. What is this? A forge, a grinder. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. Dog. Dog spotted. This is already the best game. Though that is unfortunately a human voicing that.
You must be one of the new builders. Well, justice is my name, and justice is my game.
Well, we found the cop.
I'm the law around these parts. Head of the Civil Corps. Hey there. Mm-hmm.
2 men and 1 cat. Okay. No, I'd rather not do that. But okay. Who are you? Hey, bro. Nope, stay there.
Ah, you're a new builder, aren't you? Charmed to be sure. I run by the stairs, the only general store in town.
What is your accent, my guy?
I think you'll find our prices hard to beat. Oh, that's right. Matilda asked me to help you out, being new and all. And I thought of something I think you're going to love. For the next 7 days, everything in my store will be 50% off. Just for you, of course.
Oh, I got a chair from him. Cool. Now get back here. He's cute looking, that's for sure. Alright. So this guy looks like a furniture shop, dude. Sunscreen, prevents sunburns, tea leaves, alfalfa, flour, soy sauce. Okay. Pigment, fireworks. Okay. Dead branch, concealer. Huh? Rice, vinegar, sugar. Okay. So you can see the item effects, that this is basically item effects of when you place them into your house. Hence the thing again of make sure to decorate your house if you play this. Oh. That's good to know, actually. Usually, sorry. That Mountain Dew I drank is catching on. What is this?
Ah, you're a new builder. Nice to meet you. I'm Katori. I think we'll be working together a lot in the future.
I have found a wife.
I'm trying to turn Sandrock back into the jewel of the desert with my Golden Goose Entertainment Extravaganza Complex. That's a mouthful. It needs better phrasing.
She's also from New York.
Anyway, even if you have no idea what I'm talking about, drop by and have some fun. Here, a few tokens to get you started.
Finally, a Fran Drescher like we can all love.
Hey there.
I do love her eyes. Apparently, just there was that look of
So
the
long,
eyes.
partner.
Oh, hello? What's going on?
Boo.
Hello. Holy shit, it's a big.
Oh, it's you. I thought you were one of Logan's gang.
Who the fuck is this?
What? Silly me.
Hold on.
Okay.
Give me a second. One, I apparently have made the PNGs incredibly big, and two, the fucking look of, oh god, it's fucking like goofy looking at fucking it's right there.
Magnificent pen, the protector of Sandrock. 5 seconds ago,
Do you want me to stream to Discord for you, by the way?
Oh,
you're good.
Okay.
Lesson.
I don't need a combat lesson.
Huh?
I said I don't need a combat lesson. I have played the game.
Well,
Nah, you need a combat lesson.
Nah, fuck this dude. I have played Portia. I am damn good at the combat in this. It is incredibly simple. It is 3-button oh.
Too bad.
Oh, god damn it.
What's going on?
Why, hello there. You must be the builder. I'm Minister Matilda from the Church of
The leader of the
Illinois.
town is a church official.
So
No.
Oh, gross.
Here in Sandrock.
See, an interesting lore bit about the Portia and Sandrock games, or Portia games, I guess, as a series, is that basically everyone that's in the church wears their church uniform all the time. And it's this bright yellow, like, looking thing. And you can immediately tell who's in it because they kind of are weird about tech in the first place. Like, not just the whole, like...
They look like they're in a cult.
Yes, exactly.
Excellent.
They're not
Fantastic.
really in a cult, mind you, but, like, the first one had, like, 2 church people, and you could tell, like, the church leader was kind of weird about it, and the other church person was like, about the entire thing, and it felt like a cult. But in the vein of like, hey, dude, chill the fuck out about this kind of shit. It's useful. I need it as a builder.
If you're here, well, that means
Yeah, that sounds pretty culty to me.
Yeah.
Register your workshop.
The reason I side so much is like having a church official as the leader of a town is weird in a verse like this, because again, this verse is built off of the backs of like massive hulks and massive skyscraper hulks and stuff like that. Like all the scrap is old stuff. Like the power stones you saw earlier are crystal tech. Like,
oh, okay.
From before the war. We never see the war. The war doesn't really matter, but it also helps guide a lot of what's going on.
From the before time.
From the before times, exactly. Name this workshop. As per usual when I play a game like this, it is Echo Valkyria.
God damn it.
What?
I'm playing a Deep Rock. And, I was trying to put a platform on a wall. And
are you playing engineer?
Yeah, I'm trying on engineer.
I usually actually main engineer in Deep Rock.
I main driller all the fucking time.
Fair.
But I figured I'd try out the engineer. Just A, because my history with TF2, and B, platforms always seemed very useful. And I put one right at my feet instead of on the wall I was aiming at somehow. That was fucking wasteful.
I think the builder or engineer TF2 is probably my favorite class to play, period. Just because I get to sit there and go, what's the solution? Use more gun. And if that don't work, use more gun. Just customizability for it. But then again, I have a pocket demo man, so.
Nice.
I'm sorry, you're gonna tell me I can't play a one-eyed Scottish fucking Italian stallion? No, fuck you.
Absolutely not.
Hello, who is this? Ah. Side meetings, yeah. What the fuck is Telesis? Someone tell me what Telesis is, please, for the love of God.
It's a rare cheese.
Then why are you asking me to bring cheese to this? I would have been perfectly fine if we were doing like a cheese game, a cooking game, but no.
Maybe it's a test. You gotta find the right cheese.
May you bring cheese to this town in the motherfucker? Excuse me? I am a builder.
Doesn't mean you can't build a dairy.
This is true. I find the cooking mechanics in this game are a little bit like, yeah, they're come and go. Like I've spent like a whole like in-game year without cooking once in Porsche, but at the same time, it's like I'm not terribly not fond of doing it. It's just a matter of like we get a lot of like good stuff as it is from running around and picking stuff up. Like, I just got $50 from walking around and hitting shit. I don't know, like Porsche has a nice like vibe of just like running around and clicking on things and seeing what they do, but in a way that actually makes sense of what the fuck it's supposed to do. So it has a really strange, like, you're not doing Harvest Moon shit, and you're not doing Stardew. Y'all ever just make a fucking camel carry around a radio station?
I mean,
apparently this place
got,
is,
right?
I suppose. Again, though, that's an improvement over a Porsche, though. Like, you wouldn't normally have like NPCs like walking around and chatting like that. Like,
very nice.
And like, you don't even have in a lot of Porsche. You didn't have like place you could just walk in and hang out in too, which is really cool. Like, this is a technical improvement over Porsche in a lot of ways. Like, surprisingly so. Like, shit, like, moving around the camera, like, and again, I was playing on the Switch, so your mileage may vary, but this looks really nice. It doesn't look perfect, and I'm not asking it to look perfect, but it looks real nice. A little muddy in texture, but I'm kind of expecting that and used to it. Thankfully, we don't have to go to the Commerce Guild right now, and I kind of want to restore my health, so. Time to fucking faceplant into this bed like I normally do.
Holy cow, this cavern is big.
Sleeping early before midnight will ensure you're always rested. Yes, always go rest before midnight. This game will not tell you to go run home and, like, kick you to bed. A minor annoyance.
You're saying it's not Persona 5.
You should go to bed. You should go to bed.
You can't do anything. You gotta go to bed. Who are you to tell me this? Your cat?
I'm Jasmine. I was delivering your sample newspaper.
Okay, I just picked out what I think that they're trying to go for with this. They're trying to go for an actual Disney vibe.
If you like
That could be it with the big old fucking eyeballs.
Then you will get each issue in the mail.
But this is the first time I've encountered a kid like this that actually looks like a kid and like looks like a decent kid.
It's hard moving to a new
Like,
place. I know this town like the back
like
of my hand.
you can look at this character and go, yeah,
I'm
cute
a
kid,
super
fair enough.
tour guide. I know lots of stuff about Sandrock.
Sure.
Yeah, cool. The Jasmine Co. official Sandrock tour is now beginning.
Watch it be a
Our
lie.
first stop will be the Wandering Line.
There's a report later. Oh, that's a 35-year-old.
Fair enough. Could have a Rebecca vibe to it at that point. Alright. I also was expecting to like see Matilda and see her hair and go, oh, I hate you. You're a evil mother vibes. I don't like you. Alright, what we got with this?
Hey, stepmoms are in this year.
Mr. Cooper, Mrs.
Are they?
and Elsie's house.
I mean, they are on the sites I go to.
That means they get milk for everyone. Maybe some other stuff too.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see the Acmel over there. I'd like to say hi to them every day. Sometimes.
I guess I got over the like.
It sounds like.
All right, this is okay. I know we make a joke about like, hey Connery, thank you for liking the new setup. I honestly, again, all things goes to Flash for the new setup, and
Connery.
Maybe once I have money, I might look into like getting full like layouts and shit.
I think they sell stuff that you can use to take care of animals here. That might be useful for you, huh? On to the next stop. Please keep your hands and feet inside the imaginary vehicle.
Okay, you know what? This is a kid character that I actually don't think is annoying. That is definitely a point in their book.
That's rare.
That's rare. Yeah, I know. Like, not knocking. Oh, hey, who's this?
Hey there.
Okay. No, for real. Like, all the character models look way better than the first one. Like, okay, how do I put this? They condensed their... Oh, hey. Beta Paradox 11, thank you very much for the follow. And thank you, Historian, for following.
Miss Martle was the first mayor of Sandrock, and she found this oasis a long time ago. We all drink this water, so don't step in it.
Have you considered desalinating your water?
In the middle, you can of course see a statue of Mr. Peach. One day I hope I can invent something really cool like Peach did.
So, for reference, when they say Mr. Peach, they are explicitly going, this guy is Tony Stark.
Okay.
You haven't been playing the new Pokemons? I have not played the new Pokemon, because I don't got the money for it. Sandrock was on sale for like 15 bucks. But I've heard both really good things and really, like, technical problems with it. Like, plot and general gameplay is great, but there's a lot of bugs and stuff that are noticeable.
Yeah, the reputation is that it went out broken.
Which, sorry, I've used the Cyberpunk's being broken, so whatever.
Yeah, that's fair. Same.
And besides, most of those can also be worked on to straight up go, now we can fix it. So I am okay with bugs as long as they are being worked on and noticed. Cyberpunk, since its release, has gotten progressively better. So what am I going to complain about with it?
Conserve water.
Agreed.
That's our slogan. If we run out,
damn it.
I'm genuinely impressed that the character models look this good.
So we should say our slogan to help a lot of people.
Like, I wish they had a little bit of like a Borderlands like border around them personally to distinguish it, but at the same time, I'm also not terribly fussy about it.
This concludes the Mardo's Oasis part of our tour. For our next stop, we will.
Like, okay, I know I'm like gushing over this so far, but I have to keep bringing this up. Not Pokemon. Portia has a lot of things in it that genuinely are not that great. And also, welcome aboard Gemini Project, and he saw your Steam notifications, so he decided to put it on while working on some game project. Yeah, totally. Honestly, Paradox, this is why I stream a lot of the time. Is that like I like body doubling with people and doing stuff alongside. So hence whenever I stream, I usually have open couch, have people hang out with me, stuff like that.
And it's my playing Deep Rock while this one gets to be a farmer.
Basically, yeah.
Grown-ups often go into this building and talk a lot.
Oh, also, Conry, if you're still here, I should talk to you about live-action online games, because Metaparadox was in a game that I was also playing over the last weekend, and oh my god, it was amazing. Oh, Joe, would you like to listen to me ramble about this game?
I'm not stopping you, so...
Fair enough. Well, I just want to make sure, like, understand what's going on.
I'm fine. Go nuts.
No, not you. Also, Rowan does also play, Deep Rock as well. Rowan's cool. That's Main Street of Sandrock. See, I don't want to interrupt them doing that. I don't want to interrupt them doing the discussions. It feels weird.
Yeah, they're all on the street, so you can definitely go shopping. Moving around.
But like, what was it? So, Metaparadox and I, Rowan is the. Rowan has a handle and deploys like a magpul. For reference, Joe, Rowan is another VTuber that was also a Final Fantasy friend of mine that didn't realize we were Final Fantasy or one and the same until we looked at it and started going, why are we friends already on Discord? What's going on here?
Yeah. Good job.
They play Stellaris and a lot of like Paradox games and the like.
Oh, nice.
And has successfully got me back into playing Crusader Kings.
As long as you're having fun.
Yeah, true. Who this?
Oh, you must be one of the new builders. Pleasure to meet you.
All of the femme characters look so good. I'm not even trying to be like a simp about this. They genuinely look like really good characters.
When he moved out. So why don't you take this? It's my welcome gift.
Also, really liking the music too. Like surprisingly.
Good.
It's got a nice, okay, I don't know, I'm rambling about this, but there's so much like improvement from Portia, and Portia was already really good in interesting ways. Ha! As the quote-unquote president of the Commerce Guild in Sandrock, Jan is known less for his building prowess and more for tendency to just tell people whatever he thinks they want to hear, getting him in trouble from time to time. This is really cute. From Barnarock, okay. That's where their thing comes from. Hey, Joe.
Yes.
Katori, the one I was like, oh, I found a wife already? No.
Yeah.
Hmm? Were you knocking on my door? Yeah. What's up?
Can you hear me?
I can. Why?
We're probably gonna have some people over to play poker tonight.
Okay. I think you'll be fine as long as you're not minding me streaming.
No, I don't care. We're just probably gonna have some people over to play poker.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Roommates are having people over.
No worries.
Automod caught, Rowan. Yes, Katori is a MILF. But specifically divorced her unsupportive husband and moved to Sandrock. Okay. Hello.
I love her.
Some people I love the art design. I don't think they're using the same like designer, because the first one had like every character's face looked like a bean. And looked kind of sketch, but everyone in here like looks more like the iterated and made unique character designs that look like you can stand to look at them and not go, "What the fuck are you?"
The designs are pretty reminiscent of, well, not early, but like 90s Disney.
Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting too.
Because if you look at the guy and gal above Katori, they remind me of Aladdin and Jasmine, respectively.
Arvio and Amira. Yeah.
Yep.
And Penn has some like some All Might energy with the fucking sideburns.
Yup.
Burgess looks like he's just staring at you like, what the fuck you're doing. Jasmine, like, they all look like good characters.
They really do.
Like, I know we're, like, rambling about this, but also, nice thing that they're noting is that the characters that are, like, available to romance, they tell you how much is, like, available for them. Like, Hattori, Burgess, and Penn, like, this character's still being developed, and some of them are going low to high-low or something like that. Nice.
Oh, that's a good touch.
Yeah. It's an interesting thing, like, playing this game and also being, like, understanding of it being in early access compared to Portia, which had a full release, is interesting because Portia's already done, but it definitely feels at times like it's not done. This feels like it's more done than it should be, and surprisingly so.
Well, I mean, maybe they learned their lesson.
I think they put their time into, like, scheduling things a lot, or scheduling what gets worked on first a lot better, but that is a completely layman opinion, mind you. Opinion Product Sparrow. A magical girl TTRPG, you say? Hello, I am interested.
Oh.
Well, it depends. Are we doing magical girl like we're leaning into Sailor Moon, or magical girl like Madoka?
That's a very wide margin.
Or like magical girl, what magical girl battle royale, something like that.
Most of us come here every Sunday to sing and listen to Minister Matilda tell us not to do bad stuff.
Hopefully it's reminiscent of Cardcaptor Sakura, because that was always a favorite.
I prefer Shamanic Princess, personally.
Never heard of it, so it's no wonder.
It was one that was on the list of, I had Comcast back in the day. Like, we had cable when cable was a thing. And
This place is pretty. This concludes the very special Jasmine. Yeah, I think so.
hold on, give me a second. I am just sitting here giving time for them to actually roleplay and roleplay question mark.
Anyway, I'm sure you have lots of things to build.
Nice. Okay. What I was gonna mention is that, like, I used to have, like, Comcast, like, and it had stuff on demand because it had the official cable box, blah 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 blah. I'm pretty sure I don't need to explain what a cable box is, but if you're a Zoomer in this chat, first off, how'd you get here? And second off, a cable box is what we used to watch TV on before Netflix was invented, and ruined everything for everybody.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Was that oh fuck because of Netflix or because of Deep Rock?
No, it's because I fell down a hole.
So it was because of Deep Rock. Okay.
Yes.
I wanted to make sure. All might looking motherfucker over here. No, this. I think it. Think of the thing about blah, blah, blah. What was I talking about? Right. On the cable box had like on-demand stuff you could watch, which is like stuff like anything they had like recorded stuff, but also anime was also on there frequently too. And they didn't know what the hell like ecchi was at all.
Oh no.
This was the Anime Network, TAN, so it was like, oh, what's ecchi? Don't worry about it. Jungle Deiko, here, have giant test stuff. And we're all just sitting here going, Are you sure?
Whatever.
Prequel game to larger parallel. Oh! I remember For the Queen. Okay. I have not played For the Queen, but I'm familiar with at least the premise of it. But yeah, Shamanic Princess was one that came on the on-demand thing, so it had an interesting thing of like, this is a lot darker than I anticipated, but it's really cool. Strangely enough, because of this, I never got into like Fushigi Yugi and stuff like that, which I really should have, but you know. Oh, hey, thank you for the bullets. Yeah, we can get guns in this, but I don't think we have to like invent guns, because I think last time I played Portia, I basically went for a thing of like, I will make everything I use. Because I didn't want to like take any like handouts or anything. I don't know why.
Because you're a prideful dumb bitch.
That, and also like I find it more like fulfilling when I make everything. Yeah, and this game is explicitly like, you should probably make everything. Like the way you make money is making furniture and like and machines.
Yeah.
Who this?
Well, look at you, a new builder in town. Always glad to see a new.
This is Sapphire VA. I know you.
Sugar, take this scarf. It gets chilly here at night.
What the fuck?
Courtesy of Tailor Made. Don't be a stranger.
Also, any game that has an old black woman in it is perfectly good in my book. Hi, Mion. Why do I have a glow around me?
Did you get a message from Yen saying emergency come now?
You've been
as well?
blessed by the old black lady.
Wonder what's the emergency?
Do you want to commit that to memory, or do you want to pretend we never said that?
No, I'm good.
Jesus Christ.
Listen here, you lazy mopstick. Me and my boys have had it up to here with your excuses. Where's our lift, huh?
Oh, look, Rocky, old buddy, old pal.
Don't you buddy me, pal. Since Mason's leaving, you promised me you'd do it yourself.
Well, here's our first task.
And then it was your turtle beans. And today I find out you don't even got a turtle. Do you understand how much money I'm losing here? So now...
And walking here.jpg.
Sorry, pal, but it's a company policy.
Oh, wait, no, Rocky, look. Well, what I really meant is, I was bringing in new people to take special care of your commission. Look, here they are.
I would like our commissioner to not sound like George Costanza. Worse yet, to act like George Costanza.
You came at the perfect time. Mr. Rocky here is
Maybe Jason Alexander needs the voice work, okay?
Well, I would love to make sure he has work and stays in the money, but you know.
With Mason's departure, the commission sort of got lost in the shuffle for a few months or so. But now that...
Oh, yeah, sure. That's what we're here for. Did you hear that? Our first big job.
See? They're up for it.
All right, Yan. Against my better judgment, I'm gonna give you one more chance.
He's Rocky, he's from New Jersey, yay! Come, friends, calm the situation.
Rocky and his miners are working out of Paradise Lost. You know, that big
Medieval science fiction cathedral space. Oh.
builder's workshop.
I like that. Sounds good.
My pal here commissioned 2 crane lifts to move things up and down this real long tunnel they're working out of. And since there are 2 of you, each one of you can make...
Sorry for putting you 2 on the spot. If only Yan's doing his job like he's supposed to, and... Hey, I'm not your pal.
I'm not your buddy guy.
Parts, we have a bunch of salvage in our company
Not your guy, pal.
Normally we
You ain't that guy.
fee for access. But when you're done, install it for me as well. G already drew me up a diagram for the lift. So yeah, you can have it. Hope you put it to better use than this sorry excuse for a builder here.
Yeah, you see his fucking frog eyes?
Back was hurting.
Everyone's just like, fuck this dude.
In this diagram, we won't be able to find these parts from any random spot.
I think the thing that Portia just gives me is the nice vibe of like progression slowly. Of like, first off you're scavenging, then you're making things, then you have to make things that use the prior things, etc. so forth. To the point where you start looping on yourself in a really nice way, but it doesn't feel overwhelming. Usually.
Well, we can't finish if we don't get started. Let's do our best.
Ganbarimasu. Alright, give me stuff to wear. Nice. Okay, we have like separate stuff to wear now. Okay, cool. First game we had like armor sets, but like this is nice. What do you mean I have to be level 9 to start equipping shit? What the hell? Okay, whatever. Anyway. Alright. Commissions. What we got? Grinding saws. Sand hat. Wooden stick and furnace. 3 days after accept. Actually, you know what? Before we take any of this, let's What? What do you want?
Oh, it's you. Say, since I've got you, did I... Dedicated to... I think you'll find the information you...
There's some big Luigi vibes coming off of him.
Check it out if there's something you're not
I think it's the
Yan?
Oh, it's Yan, yeah. I feel like there's just the Luigi vibes coming off of him and not the Waluigi. There we go.
There you go. I was about to say.
Not Wario, not Mario, not Luigi himself, but like Waluigi. Why does this man look like Pat?
Wow.
Wow. Alright, so we gotta build a crane. You know, evil equivalent to steampunk, but I'm more post-apocalyptic medieval science fantasy. I have made and played in a lot of games that do that. There is not a problem with that, just as long as you keep in mind that in some regards, some things will loop in on themselves on that. That being said, again, don't worry about it looping in on itself. To a certain degree, that's kind of totally fine. All right, let's see what we can make. All right, so stone axe, pick, hammer. Okay, we can make bronze parts, which means we need the furnace. Does this upgrade off of the prior stuff? No, okay. Wooden stick is just... Okay. Sounds good to me. Raw animal skin is things of that. Water is dew. Okay. Wooden bookcase. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of those. I know that for sure. All right, so I'm going to do a little bit of organizing over here. Nope. Put this down. Let's check our mail. This place for rent. Okay, cool. Logan's still at large. Saboteur, water thief, and all-around perpetrator of bad behavior. Bandit leader Logan is sidekick Haru. Ran at large somewhere in the Eufaula. Okay, cool. No, let's not do that then. A letter from Mom. Oh, we can respond to these too. Interesting. Ah, I came up with a 16. That makes sense. Don't take any shame off of that for reference. Oh, I got a new shirt too. I'm gonna miss you. I hardly believe it's only a few days past since you left for Sandrock. Your father and I are already missing you so much. When you were small, you were always wandering away from us. Sometimes I would just let you walk and see how far you'd go, but I always get nervous before you did. So I guess we should have seen this coming. I'm so proud of you, and I know you're gonna do great things in your new job. No one else jumped at the chance to take that contract because it will be tough, but you took it anyway. I know you'll be able to bring Telesis to Sandrock. I just wish you'd take care of yourself a bit better. Those quilts I folded for you are still sitting by the door. Do you want me to mail them to you? The desert gets really cold at night, I've heard. We're so happy you're independent now, but Sandrock can be dangerous, so please don't hesitate to ask us for help. Your father's doing well. He's converting your room into a garden for his bonsai trees. I think he doesn't want to admit it, but seeing your empty room made him kind of sad. He says he'll move the trees out and let you back in any time, so I hope you're not offended. Anyway, he sent you some money for quilts. Let us know when you're settled in, and remember to take care of yourself. This is a letter my mom would actually send to me. And now I'm going to cry.
Aww.
I should probably respond to that. Everything's horrible. Send help.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. Mail me those quilts. All right, and from the church. Fuck you, church. Don't care. I do not want to go to church. Church can go below me. Alright, so we need to make a furnace. I remember that for sure. Stone trough, wooden stick, and quartz. Okay. Cycle POIs, quartz, wooden stick. Okay. So what is that? Ceramic bottle and jerky. Okay, why did you put jerky in my mail? Ma'am? Mom, why'd you put jerky in my mail? What's wrong with you?
Because it's good.
You're not supposed to put food in the mail. Builder license, of course, always goes on the wall. If I can figure out where it goes. There you go. Simple wooden chair. How do I rotate you? There we go. Middle of the chair for no fucking reason. Resting on chairs restores stamina slowly. Okay, good to know. I didn't know that was a thing you could do. Alright, so crane lift requires bricks, wooden sticks, thick rope, copper sticks, and bearings. Copper sticks means a furnace, so we need to go make a furnace first. Alright, that needs stone troughs, quartz, and wooden sticks. So we need to go hunting for things.
Ba-ding.
What?
Hey, it's a bread.
Hey, Brad.
Ooh, how goes it?
It goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes.
How's it going?
I'm tired.
That's
just
valid as
flat out
hell.
Tired. Like, these tenants are...
Being dicks?
You know what? No, they're not. They're just... The building owner's a dick. It's,
okay, that's
these tenants just don't understand boundaries.
Worrying?
Yeah.
I'm getting like calls after hours for nonsense that don't come up as emergencies.
Like what?
If
you don't mind me asking, like if it's private, then don't worry.
Oh no, it's not. It's not private. Like I can be. Like a new resident just called me about move-in scheduling for their furniture and stuff, and that's like I already gave them all the info for that.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're asking me for the code to the door, which they already have in their email.
Mm.
It's just like, come on.
Oh heck, another.
And then
tourist.
another
howdy.
resident
I'm
is
afraid
having
I must
problems
be
with
on
their
my way.
fridge. So I
The
said,
new workshop owner?
okay,
Well, shoot,
send me
now
a
why
photo
didn't
of
you
the
say
make and
so?
model number
I'm Elsie.
on the
Pleased to
fridge.
meet ya.
Mm.
Now, let me ask you two a question. Do you know where the make and model number on your refrigerators are?
Yes, actually.
I figured
On the back?
Usually it's inside either the freezer or the or the main part of the refrigerator.
Oh, that makes way
Just
more
for
sense.
future. But I don't expect everybody to know this. That's not the reason I asked. The reason I asked is because you two, if you didn't know, you would at least go and look.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. This person got back to me almost immediately when I asked, saying, "I don't know where that is. You have to do it yourself."
That's fucking rude.
This was at 9:30 at night the other day.
Again, fucking rude.
Kill them. Don't actually kill them. This is not legal advice. Don't listen to me.
No, see, don't kill them. Build them extra.
No,
Yes.
I don't bill. I don't do the billing. I have nothing to do with the money.
Boo.
I really don't give a damn because I'm done in less than 2 weeks. I can only make requests for the part that's needed, and you know, who's and what needs to do what.
Fair enough.
Fair, fair.
Just like, and it's amazing how many people don't know how to recycle.
To be fair, Brad, we're in America. Do anyone here know how to recycle besides the obvious?
I mean,
no. To be honest, you should know how to recycle, but like, I'm not expecting anyone to. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I grew up on it, so I expect other people to know.
This is true.
Fair.
Yeah, it's one thing when you're living in like, and through no fault of their own, if you're living in a more rural area, like Bumblefuck Long Island or some shit like that.
Okay, don't mess around with Bumblefuck Long Island. They will
not
be able to tell you what's going on once they are able to afford internet. Aha, got them.
My point is, like, those areas, they have their options in terms of waste removal is limited.
Mm.
Yep. But when you live in New York City, you don't have that.
That excuse.
You can't. Yeah, exactly. You don't have that excuse.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Artificial intelligence attempt.
I am looking forward to the day I just no longer have to carry 2 phones on me. Because holy shit, is that stuff stressful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't doubt it, bud.
Oh god.
Automod held Law 11 Bumblefuck, Connecticut as apparently bullying. I have no idea why.
Wait, what happened?
Automod apparently held Metaparadox's thing as like Law 11 Bumblefuck, Connecticut, and Automod held it as being bullying for some reason.
Oh, I'm not bullying you.
No, as in what they said was bullying.
Oh, okay.
Auto mods are dumb sometimes.
Oh, it's because of the word bumblefuck. Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly.
That makes way more sense.
There are a couple of Discord channels that I follow, that I'm a part of, that reprimanded me. Their bots reprimanded me for using the word spicy.
Huh?
What the fuck?
Now, sounds unusual, but it actually makes sense because they say they read it as a racist term for
that's
Hispanic.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
if you look at the word spicy, what are the first 4 letters?
You take the Y off it.
Yep. No, it clicked. I got you.
Yeah. So it was surprising at first, but I'm like, okay, I guess that makes sense. But like, read the whole word as a whole, and you realize I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you'd think.
I can't believe this ant is made with honey
it.
barbecue sauce. What the fuck? Look at this ant. Look at this ant. Look at this ant. This motherfucker is named Hot Honey Barbecue, but why does it have a turban?
Are the animals made of food?
Usually they're not. I don't like that this animal has eyes. That's fucked up. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Just means you're eating grubs.
Well, I don't. No likey.
Who made?
There's a Kickstarter coming out for a D&D 5e module, where you play like food type characters.
Aye.
You're like a ranger that's actually a corn on the cob.
Aye.
Or a.
Oh, nice.
I'm trying. It's silver something. I'm looking it up real quick.
Silver.
But it reminded me of the old late 80s, early 90s toys. Food Wars.
Ah.
Not
fighting
based on
foodons.
the,
Fighting foodons.
No, that's the anime. God damn.
What are you thinking of then?
Look it up on eBay. Hold on a second.
Yakitare?
No. This was a toy line in America.
Uh-huh.
But
I'm trying to think of what that could be, because like
it's in my head right now, and it's just like they were all military characters. So you had a hot dog with a drill sergeant's hat, and you had like an ice cream cone and a waffle. I'm going to find it, and I will post it in the Discord.
I believe you. I'm just trying to piece together in my head what it could be. X. Okay, good. I can still use dregs for this.
Oh, Brad.
Yeah.
If you've been enjoying Darktide,
I have not, because it doesn't work on my computer.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm a little annoyed. I'm probably gonna. It's probably just the signs that I need to upgrade my computer soon.
No, I'm in the same boat.
Which is wonderful. I'm about to lose my
game
job.
is unfortunately very choosy about its parameters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's been a major problem that people have been talking about. Is like this thing just asks way too much. Otherwise, it's a very good game. But yeah. So at least it's not all your fault for not upgrading yet.
Yeah, I would definitely say like it's understandable completely, but also damn that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 'cause I got into the closed beta, and like several of my friends are in it, and we're playing and having a blast. And then all of a sudden, I go into it, and it's like, no, we don't want to work for you. Sorry, we're not. No. I'm like, well, fuck that noise. Okay, so the toy line was called Food Fighters.
Food Fighters. We're gonna take a quick pause on the game and look this up, chat.
Oh, you're gonna show it stream? Cool.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. So there was a bunch of weird characters. There was like a chicken leg, a hamburger, piece of pizza, thing of French fries.
Oh, I hate this. I hate this. If this is the thing I'm looking at, I hate this.
I don't know. I'm not sure if that's what you're looking at.
1988, Food Fighters combat at his kookiest. Brigadier General, leader of the Kitchen Commandos.
Yep.
Hate this. Hate this.
Oh,
that is some scraping the fucking barrel at that point.
That makes me think of old McDonald's advertisements.
Yeah.
That's pretty close. But this was its own
Food Fighters
line,
shows up.
They had vehicles and other stuff like that. The hot dog. I think I had the hot dog, and I had like a donut. I'm not sure. Growing up.
I love how later on the search just Dave Grohl shows up.
All right.
Food Fighters and Foo Fighters are always together.
See, when you had said that, my thing was
Fighting Foodons.
Fighting Foodons, right?
Yeah.
What the hell was its real name? I wonder.
The anime?
Yeah, like its undubbed name.
Oh, I have no idea. I only knew
Spaghetti about it was a character. I hate this. I hate
Fried Ricer. That's the only one I remember.
Yep. Kakuto Ryori Densetsu. It's Bistro Recipe. Martial arts cooking legend Bistro Recipe. This is the longest name for a thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Like,
no,
I like the... Sorry, go ahead.
I would say, like, I liked Fighting Foodons a lot because, like, it clicked in my brain a lot better. It's just going, fuck it, do with fried rice for head, whatever. I'm sorry, its thing is based on its dubs themes. Oh, right. I
like the concept, but I think the American version or the dubbed version was just a little too silly for me.
I'm okay with it being silly.
Normally I am too, because I have my fair share of silly shows that I watch, but I don't know. For some reason, I guess because it was also, I was very inconsistent with watching it.
Also, fuck you, Bobby Kotick, for being our first person on there. Let me see here. What are they? Biker Mice from Mars? Why?
I love that show.
Oh, F-Zero. Not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, therefore don't care. F-Zero GP though I did watch.
Actually, I saw a few episodes of that.
Kamen Rider Dragon Knight is still the best fucking thing ever, or not ever, but when it comes to Kamen Rider, no, I'm not joking about this. If you are wanting to know what Kamen Rider is and you've never seen it before, go watch it. It's actually pretty fucking good.
I was about to say I just put Kamen Rider Black on my Amazon Prime.
Also good. Black Sun's really good.
Yeah, is it? Okay.
Black Sun's surprisingly good. Amazon's is do you like slasher films? Because apparently Toei decided that anything that goes on Amazon is a slasher anything Kamen Rider is a slasher thing immediately. Like Amazon's is horror. Period. And that's weird. Like you're seeing like half of bodies.
Kamen Rider Amazons, you mean?
Amazon's, yes.
Not Amazon Prime.
No. Kamen Rider Amazons. Kamen Rider Amazons is horror, but it's still really cool, but still horror.
Interesting.
I think there's a few I put on my list to watch, and
Shaman King. Watch Shaman King. Fuck you. Watch Shaman King.
I've already watched Shaman King.
Good.
You need to tell me that.
Good. Unless But Ugly Martians, I remember But Ugly Martians. I wasn't a fan of it, but I did watch it.
Yeah, I grew up on like Silverhawks, Thundercats.
Thundercats is
Silverhawks.
Silverhawks is great.
Love that fucking show.
Yes, the one thing I remember that people don't remember but should. WMAC Masters.
I remember that. Are you kidding me? I knew about that.
Good. Apparently one of my friends trained with Kid Carmichael.
That was the live action one.
Yes.
It had the what's his name from who was in the Mortal Kombat movie, the first one to die. From Shang Tsung.
I know who you're talking about. I don't remember the name of it.
I think he played the Machine or like a cyborg kind of character in WMAC Masters.
Yeah. Oh, we can make multiple. I keep forgetting that we can make multiple of these recyclers, and we should make a multiple recycler. Right. Derp. Wood. Because this is one of those games that you really should make multiples of things, so you can just work on multiple things at the same time. I forgot that. Because this is one of those things that apparently a lot of people played a lot of modded Minecraft and went, I need to make 15 furnaces.
I mean, I was going to do that in Valheim at one point, just make like
that
four
works,
smelters. So, it does, especially if you got like a group going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I was playing solo and lost all my shit.
Oh no.
I lost all my good stuff, I should say. Although, like, I still have access to the forges and everything.
I think one of the things I like about Valheim that I was gonna like get back into because Mistlands came out, but I'm also sitting here going, on it. Wait, I'm sorry. What? Hold on. What?
I'm kind of the same way. I was watching Cyril play it.
Mm-hmm. Move to storage box. I don't need them in there. These things are tiny. God damn it. These storage boxes are only for 15. Why are you like this? Why have you forsaken me like this? It's annoying. I'm sorry. I get annoyed when you sit there going, oh, hey, here's a thing you should be able to make. Like, it has 15 slots. How many slots do you need? A lot of them.
All the slots.
Basically.
Too many of them.
That being said, I like that you can upgrade them by just slapping a new one on top of it and it replaces it. That's nice. Though, I think I was rambling about some. Excuse me.
You were we were talking. We went from Common Rider to Valheim.
And 15 forges.
And 15 forges because this is made by people that played a lot of modded Minecraft.
There you go.
Or at least has the vibe of people that played a lot of modded Minecraft, and I don't say that in a bad way. The Sailor Moon, Thundercats, Voltron, X-Men Evolution, Teen Titans, Code Lyoko.
Oh, X-Men Evolution. God.
X-Men Evolution was good. I mean,
Was that the one with Dancing Rogue? Am I thinking of the right one?
Possibly.
That was with Goth Rogue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then I did watch Evolution.
Rogue.
Yeah.
Kiwi shows.
So nice to see
I'm
you
gonna
again.
kill you, Burgess.
As per the
Oh, thank you. Never mind. I'm not gonna kill you.
Now, who remembers Mucha Lucha though?
I remember Mucha Lucha.
Mucha Lucha was great. That was one of the best theme songs. I think the I gotta see who did it. I think it was this. Oh, why am I getting text messages?
Because you're popular.
Oh, what is going on?
No, I distinctly remember Mucha Lucha, and I fucking loved it. Oh my god, that is too much.
I love that they did a spoof on WWE wrestlers. They had like rivals that did fake moves, and it was almost like a mime with superpowers.
Mm-hmm.
Like they wouldn't actually hit the main characters, but their moves would do like weird phantom damage to them.
Yes.
I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, I want to.
I think
a thing from Neverwhere.
Hmm.
Oh, just the weird phantom damage. It reminds me of a little bit from Neverwhere. There's a character that's a notion fighter. If they have the notion to hit you, it'll hurt. They don't have to actually.
That
do
is
anything.
some Badaka box shit. I hate that.
Are we talking about the Neil Gaiman book?
Yep, Neverwhere.
Oh, that was such a good book.
One of my favorites.
They did a movie on that. They did a Peter
They've done a lot of stuff.
Peter Capaldi was in it. What's her name? Something Fraser from A Knight's Tale, the one who played the blacksmith, is in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Knight's Tale is still fucking the best thing ever.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
fantastic. Absolutely.
It's a classic.
Right.
Station.
Yeah, they've done a lot of Neverwhere stuff. They've done like radio plays. They did a TV show, I think. They did a lot of stuff.
I think the TV show's what I was mentioning.
That's probably what you're thinking of.
I'd like to ask a question to the audience.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you mail an omelet?
Mail an omelet?
Yes, because apparently the church has figured out a way to mail me an omelet.
Very carefully.
You freeze it?
It doesn't look frozen.
I mean, you're asking me how I would do it. I would freeze it, put it in a box with dry ice, and then ship it out.
What are you doing here? Get out of my house. Get. I got shit to do. Go away. Oh, I think I know what happened to you. Man's out here got caught in the fucking geometry. Okay. I see what happened.
Well, it wasn't the Voodoo Glow Skulls. It was Chicos de Barrio.
Yeah, it makes sense. Girl from Tomorrow, Spellbinder, Parallax Ocean. I don't recognize any of those. I might have to look into those because I don't recognize any of those shows, but they sound really cool.
Damn, it's got 11 members, this band?
Chico de Pollo? Yeah.
Oh, you've heard of the Chico de Barrio?
Chico de Barrio, yeah. Well, I have heard of them, but I kind of figured they had a lot of members in their band. It's kind of just how they roll. How a lot of, like, thinks of how to word this correctly. Also, what the fuck is a sand leak? That's... Oh, no, that's green onions. Okay. But see, this is the kind of thing, like, I like playing these kind of games because I can just sit there and just ramble with y'all and just dick around the most of the time when we're talking. And this game doesn't really need that much explanation. Ah, no. I see.
It's nice having simplistic games like that.
Yeah, like there is complex things to do, but that's not the point here. Like I gotta like I gotta make this crane lift, but I don't have to make it in any like time crunch.
Oh. I've been
it has to be right now.
Yeah, I've been playing Potion Permit. I was playing
Potion Permit or Potionomics?
No, Potion Permit.
Ah, okay. I have the demo for it. I haven't touched it yet. Is it any good?
It's fun. It's relaxing. You have a pet dog that you get to pet and feed. And so that's always good. But there are like they're not events, but I guess milestone points where if you take care of a certain thing that opens up a new area for you, so you get other ingredients to make potions and stuff. So
makes sense to me.
And then in order to you have to also develop friendships with the townsfolk in order to get better stuff for your upgrade your home and your lab and your cauldron and stuff. So I think everything I have is at level 2 right now. It takes forever to do that. So it's a very grindy game. But it's easy to get materials, so you're only limited by your stamina, which you can upgrade as well. And yeah. Usually...
Brad, how much of the grind do you like in that game, out of curiosity?
I could take it or leave it, to be honest.
Okay, good. I was going to recommend if you did like the grind, play Atelier, but if you don't, then don't play Atelier.
Like, I don't hate it. It's just like it's very routine.
Yeah.
There's nothing about it that is like, oh, I'm gonna go hunt a bear and get all these parts. It's not like Monster Hunter level type of grind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I feel like Monster Hunter's like grind is a lot better to like establish because you don't have to do everything like at the same time.
Yeah.
And most of the time, the grind is just I want to get this one part for this one thing.
Pretty much, exactly. Like in Potion Permit, though, you're basically just trying to get enough different parts so you're able to make the right remedies for when you have patients. And the way you do that is each potion has a blueprint, and each ingredient that you get while grinding for them has a certain shape. So you have to. It's like puzzle. Fill in the puzzle, you know. And you're limited, and depending on what level your cauldron's at, you're limited to how many pieces you can use to do that. So there is a bit of strategy involved when making potions. So it's good to like when you have a lot of stuff, when you have a lot of ingredients, make as many potions as possible so you don't waste time making it. Because when you have a patient, you're basically the clock starts counting down to how quickly you can heal them of their ailments.
Do they die if you don't heal them?
No, I think they just kind of go to the other guy that they're used to, who hates your guts.
Oh, ew.
I haven't failed yet, so I don't know, and I really don't want to know what happens when you fail.
Fair.
But their fondness of you does decrease if you take too long to heal them.
Fair enough.
Well,
what the hell is that? Nice! Okay. Haha, sucker! Free weapon, idiot! Haha!
Like,
okay, yeah, the weapons
the scenery in the game you're playing right now, it's like, oddly enough, I get Trigun feels to it.
There is some Trigun to it, yeah.
I guess it's the whole Western aspect to it all.
2007 freshman. Okay, so Paradox, you were in high school at the same time I was. I think. Yeah, I graduated 2010, so same time. I think at the time I was in high school, most of my time was like watching Saturday morning cartoons. Because I was old enough to actually be able to do that and be up early enough to be able to do that. Because usually I wake up at like 4:30. Mind you, like school started at 7:20. Got out at 3:10. So working where I am now, it's like I'm back to a school timer, which is weird.
Makes sense.
But it's a very odd thing of like, because I had drill practice beforehand and stuff like that, so I got really used to making ramen really quickly in the mornings. Not a bad thing though.
learning to meal prep has saved my ass many a times when I have to do odd-ass hours.
Brad, consider yourself lucky you don't have to meal prep and also combat with ADHD brain goblins, because that's what I have to deal with.
I mean, I don't know if I have ADHD.
What the
or
hell is going on?
Never got tested for it, but my anxiety has been through the roof the last few weeks.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's all the weird hours you were just talking about it, so it never feels like it's done.
I've also haven't. Oh, that's a cool-looking character.
Yeah, it's Justice. His name is just fucking Justice.
I met the lizard guy, but okay.
Yeah, the lizard guys look really cool too.
I haven't had a proper day off in like over a month.
Jesus.
No wonder your anxiety's going up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bud.
I appreciate it. It's just it's the fact that, you know, this building, this whole job is just, it should go easier than it has been, and it's just not. Well.
At least it'll be done in a couple weeks.
Yeah, and hopefully whatever you go to next will be better.
Yeah.
If Burgess finds me and gets mad at me for cutting down a cactus, I'm going to like have a nice time.
It's because you said it. Now it's gonna happen.
Well, he can go fucking find me then if that's gonna be the big problem.
Oh well. What was another show? Oh yeah, there was also Knights of Tir-Na-Nog.
Knights of Tir-Na-Nog, yeah.
Oh, Tir-Na-Nog, right.
Secret Life of Alex Mack.
I loved Secret Life of Alex Mack. That was such a great show.
Even though the only thing I remember was, hey, this girl turns into goo. That shit's crazy.
Oh, she shot lasers out of her fingers too.
She what?
She shot laser blasts out of her fingers. She would also have telekinesis.
Man, fucking writers were just doing whatever.
Pretty much. Like they had episodes where her powers just went out of control, and she, for like that episode alone, would have a new ability.
Okay, this is some like okay. First off, I didn't know that. Love Dogs telekinesis was my jam. Yes. See, here's the fun thing.
They made books on that? Oh,
I'm not surprised. I used to read a lot of the Bionicle novels. They were how I got some of my fucking tics, my verbal tics, because I used to speak like Leva a lot, of like combining two words that had no business being combined at all.
That's Lego for you.
Well, it's the Toa. Like, okay. Also, when they found out Bionicle, it was like, yeah, let's go look at let's go do all like Pacific Islander culture, and I went, no, let's be honest about it. I fucking love that.
I was gonna say, wasn't a lot of it based on Polynesian culture?
Oh yeah. The Toa straight up are, you know. That doesn't need to be explained more than it's the Toa. Yeah. But like, there's a part of it that also like went in my brain of going, yes, I love all these concepts.
I think at the time of Alex Mack going to what Meta Paradox is saying, I was reading the Animorphs books.
Ah, yes.
Those were
That'll
good.
do it.
Do y'all kids? Do you want to learn about the fucking? Oh, I don't want to fucking learn about fucking intergalactic genocide, because that was not fun.
And then you'd switch it up to Big Bad Beetleborgs.
And VR Troopers.
VR Troopers was another one.
VR Troopers still fucking slaps. Because it's you know the secret behind VR Troopers was, right?
I think I do, but I'm probably wrong.
What is it? What is it? I can probably validate it for you. What do you think it is?
It was supposed to be Jason David Frank was actually supposed to be in it.
That was not where I was going with it, but I didn't know that. Also, rip in peace, JDF.
Yeah, I think there was. I could be wrong on this. I think Jason David. It was supposed to be a spin-off of Power Rangers, and I think Jason David Frank was supposed to be the lead in that.
I wouldn't be surprised, quite frankly. The main thing was that why it was supposed to be a spinoff was its core content was a different Toei series called Space Sheriff Gavan. Space Sheriff Gavan's pretty cool, but it's in the vein of like the mid 80s where everybody was making this shit.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's-
because you know, get on the bandwagon and make money. It's no different than what things are like now.
No, yeah, because it was also incredibly popular. Like anyone that tried it could make money off of it.
Oh yeah, especially if you had the access to making a toy line of it.
Exactly. Wasn't allowed to watch X-Men or Teen Titans either. I didn't ever read Goosebumps personally, but I watched all the Teen Titans I wanted.
God, Teen Titans, the original series was just so fucking good.
Puffy Amiyumi still is the fucking good because of them.
It is.
I'm sorry to hear that, Meta Paradox. That sucks. You weren't allowed to watch those shows. I wasn't allowed to watch Simpsons growing up. That was the only show my family wouldn't let me watch.
See, I can understand not watching The Simpsons because, like,
Yeah, my mom thought Bart was a bad influence.
I don't blame him. I don't blame her at all.
You know what the funny thing is? My mom would forbid me from watching that, but then I'd go to my dad's house for the weekend when it was his turn to take care of me, and he loved The Simpsons, so he would watch that.
Heh.
So, like,
Fair
my dad
enough.
got me into all the like Benny Hill, Kids in the Hall, Doctor Who. That's where I get all most of my nerd culture from.
Fucking nerd.
Yeah, my dad was a big old nerd. Now he's just dumbass asshole.
Oh joy.
See,
Yeah,
my,
he got
my,
cranky. He got cranky when he
stepdad
got old.
is my stepdad is a giant nerd, which is now really cool because I get to go to the whole thing of like my stepdad has a bigger mini collection than I ever did.
Nice.
And it's like one of the things of he genuinely can talk about his fundamentalism 2004. Oh my god. I am so sorry. Jesus. Luckily that was a phase. Okay, thank God that was just a phase, because oh my god, I would.
Oh jeez, that's scary as fuck.
I'm kind of glad none of my parents got into like fundamentalism, but they got real close sometimes.
I'm very sorry, Meta Paradox.
Yeah, same. I'm glad it wasn't a permanent thing.
Seriously.
Ugh.
Like, trust me, around this day and age, you probably would have seen a lot more people take it as being a more of a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a fucking skill tree now. Yay!
Woohoo!
We love a skill tree in this house. This is pretty basic stuff, but this is XP gains, damage upgrade.
That'll certainly do it.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. Homeschooled and held back. See, funnily enough, I was homeschooled for middle school. Because, fun fact, I actually, what's the word I want to use here? How do I say this delicately? I nearly got, I got suspended for bringing a Leatherman to work, a Leatherman to school.
Oh.
But it was in the vein of like, it was like it's a dangerous thing, but it's a thing that I can play with, like a you know,
Fidget spinner.
Not a fidget spinner. Like I used to bring Transformers to school because it was a thing that I could just treat it like a puzzle.
Yeah. That's actually one of the reasons I loved Transformers. I didn't have the biggest Transformer collection. I had a friend at the growing up in like elementary school who had a massive Transformers collection. It was huge. I had more of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and G.I. Joe collection growing up.
That is one I never had personally, but that don't let me stop that from being anyone going. And if you had it, that's totally cool. It just was more of a thing of like I just never had it personally, and I never really chased it down. That being said, I had a lot of Transformers.
Nice. I mean, Transformers were dope as hell.
And
my mom ended up taking most of my toys and giving them away though.
Boo.
Well, you know, it was either that or that goes to my little brother and.
Fair.
I wouldn't have given it to your little brother if they were into it, but you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, there's a 10-year difference between him and me, and so like.
Oh.
So most of the stuff I owned growing up went to charity.
Yeah.
Because that was just the easiest way to go. What's funny is that like I have yet to show my mom the prices of all the stuff that I once owned. That what they're worth now. She'd have like a fucking panic attack. She did do one cool thing for me. I grew up with a My Pet Monster.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Oh, you don't know what a My Pet Monster is?
Nope.
Oh, you should look that up. It's a big plushy, ugly motherfucker, but it had handcuffs on it that could break in half It was cool. It was very, very fun little plushie toy. Actually, it wasn't little at all. It was quite huge. So, like any idiot son growing up in the 80s, I decided to completely destroy it and ruin it. A few years ago, my mom found another one in a yard sale up in the when they were up in the Catskills. So she got it for me for Christmas one year. So now I have it sitting a few feet away from me right now.
Nice.
Aww.
It didn't come with the cuffs though. The cuffs are super expensive on eBay and stuff. So I'm just like, you know what? I don't need the cuffs. It's all good. But it was a fun little thing to get back.
Processing. Give me a second, because I'm also looking at this going. Brain is slowing down, and I don't want to stop, because I'm enjoying this, but I'm also like, my brain is slowing down to a crawl.
Dude, if you're tired, just,
That's okay.
Take a step back and chill.
When did I start streaming? Hold on. I've been live for 2 hours. I can deal for another hour or so.
Fair enough.
I am not.
I'm gonna stay up a little later to catch gunmetal. So.
Oh, nice.
Go catch gunmetal. It's on fucking what's it on Riley's channel? Yeah, it's on Riley's channel.
Yeah, it's on Riley's.
Oh, okay, I found it. So the D&D game or the module that I was saying reminded me of Food Fighters. It's called Silver Plate, a tasty campaign setting for 5e.
Interesting.
So you play as food. It's not out yet, so it's coming soon. So
Gingerbread men in a gingerbread house.
You could do that, and
Gingerbread men in gingerbread house, aka Event Horizon.
Are they made of the house, or is the house?
The house made of them. They scream because they don't know.
Right. I think one of the art pieces on there was a Asian dragon made out of sushi rolls.
Cute.
Yeah, that's okay. The ranger the corner of the cob as a ranger is pretty cool too. So.
That reminds me of either of y'all watch Dimension 20 at all?
I catch clips of it, and that's about it.
One of their campaigns was like a serious like Game of Thrones type campaign set in Candyland.
Ah, yeah, okay.
I like that idea.
I haven't seen it, but I have heard how it went, and went good. See,
yeah, it was really good. And honestly, that sounds like a perfect supplement to do anything like that with.
See, funnily enough, I think I want to run Food Wars, like this show Food Wars, as a campaign. That'd be what I want to do.
Okay.
Depending on how you run it, that could be a good time.
Well, yeah, you have to basically run it like with people that know like the intricacies of cooking. But there's a game that I'm wanting to run with like Nero and Oriza, a couple other people that are into cooking called Lutong Banwa. That is explicitly, hey, we're demons and we don't know about humanity, so how we learn about humanity is cooking and sharing meals. And it's very like interestingly like Southeast Asian inspired in a very cool way. Well, not inspired. It's made. I think it's made by Southeast Asian folk, so it has a nice vibe of like being really, really on. It knows a lot about what it's trying to say, and it does it better than I'm doing any service to do it. But it's in one of those packs of indie TTRPGs. You know, combining homeschool, making your own web. No, I used to do that too, actually. Most of my focus was spent on creative writing because I think I was doing homeschool via BYU for a couple years in middle school, which is a weird place to do it, but they did online schooling, so who am I to judge? And also, I still got my, credits and shit, so whatever.
That's what counts.
But it was also funny giving that and going. I had a creative writing class, and I just straight up went, Lamau, I'm just gonna write Kaleidostar fanfiction as my thing to turn in for this, and it worked.
I passed English class in school for writing about D&D and its social aspects. So, I mean, the movie PCU says it all. You could major in Game Boy if you know how to bullshit.
Yep.
It's my favorite one. One of my favorite lines from that movie.
New recipe in the Commerce Guild. Oh. Good to know. Okay, so Commerce Guild Store apparently is a thing people need to do. Okay, good to know. Oh god, oh shit. We're gonna need to go into town a lot more than I thought we were, because I thought we were just gonna be able to scav a lot of things. Never mind. We're gonna have to do work. My one weakness.
You gotta talk to people.
I don't want to talk to people, I just want to build things!
Social interaction, my
No! I don't... I get into a loop with these games where I just go, I just want to build things, leave me alone!
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Supernatural had it right. And Crowley updating what torture in hell was about is fucking disgusting, because it's just one of the pieces was just you wait on a line forever.
Oh god,
and
no.
at the end of the line, you go back to the back of the line.
No, thank you, I'm good.
It's
nope.
just all the things we put ourselves through in real life. That's what hell is when you get there.
No, no thank you, no thank you, no thank you, no thank you.
It's just a clever way of putting it, that we make our own hell.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're not wrong, but yeah.
Oh, nice. Good job, Meta. I would not have done that personally. I probably would have just screwed around and done whatever, but... Honestly, way better excuse me, is that an owl? It's an owl! With a pig nose. Okay. I don't know if that's how owls work, game. But then again, we got ants that wear turbans, so...
Yeah, Meta, I'm not familiar with how CT does it. I know in New York homeschooling, you get regular check-ins, and you do get copies of standardized tests to submit when you're being homeschooled. But they do come in and check on you to make sure that you're not, like, fucking around.
See, I kind of wish they did that for mine, but at the same time, I'm also glad that they didn't, because I found a lot of fun in just kind of doing what I wanted.
Oh no, what I mean by you not fucking around is the parents not letting you off the hook and just watch TV all day.
Oh, yeah.
Like actual work being done on their part to teach you stuff. It's more about them checking in on the your folks to do the right thing rather than checking on you to make sure you're studying.
Makes sense.
Because if you fail your studies, you're just gonna have to retake them. That's all it really is.
Yeah. Which is logical and does make sense.
Yeah, and then that's just more money out of your parents' pockets going to standardized testing from home. That being said, at the same time, it's just making sure that it's not like a form of child abuse being done against you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Lord knows if they were doing it today. Again, one assignment was through. Was that I don't mean to pry, Meta. Was that intentional on their part, or was that like, actually, you don't have to answer that. Now that I'm thinking about it, that feels like it's a little bit too deep of a thing.
I'm in another room. I don't know what Meta's saying.
Saying my mom gave him like one assignment all those 3 years. Her dad gave him some vocab words, and my brain just going, that sounds like a problem. But then again,
my mom was. Sorry, go ahead.
No, let's say like the only reason I stayed on task with mine was because we had like stuff to turn into BYU. Like they had like remote learning stuff for that.
Oh, that's cool.
That's kind of how we did it.
My mom was very insistent about me learning to read and write properly. So she would, even when I wasn't homeschooled. I went to public and Catholic school for a number of years, and the thing is, she would test me on everything, demand to see my homework, and sign it to let the teacher know that she saw it, and that I completed it.
Fair enough.
Which, to be honest, now that I'm older, that's, Yeah,
it's an accountability thing. Yeah,
it is. I don't hate the fact that she did that. I didn't hate it back then either. It was just like, because I was, spelling and vocabulary were easy for me. She uses me to correct her spelling.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it was all an investment for the future.
Pretty much.
Ain't no problem with that.
Yeah, I mean, I got most of my spelling ability from reading comic books, though.
Mine was reading novelizations and reading various other stuff that my parents were always really good with me reading stuff, but I always collected choose your own adventure books, like the original.
Nice.
Like I had a whole like one of those thin IKEA like bookcases, like one of the thin ones that was just stock full of them.
I had a small one full of Goosebumps books.
I never got into Goosebumps. I just never saw the appeal of it to me, but I think that was also because I was a scared little baby and would have nightmares all the time.
I think there was only two that kind of like made me double check the windows. There was only two, and they were legit ghost stories, not like weird, silly little shit like or whatnot. But there was one in particular. One's Monster Blood was a really cool set of books that followed the same characters around. So it was like a can. What would normally, if you looked at it, it looked like one of those like things you get at Halloween City or something like that. It's like it's Monster Blood, but it's just green goo. The problem is with this can, it was like a magic can that never stopped pouring out Monster Blood.
That sounds like it came out of Oh no!
Like I think the movie The Blob was had inspired those books. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's what it reminded me of. Yeah.
It sounds like something from that weird game JonTron played, like Monster Jam or something, where it just is that weird kind of shit.
I haven't watched a JonTron video in so long. He got weird.
He got weird. It turns out when you turn into an actual racist, then you start getting weird shit. Maybe don't actually turn into a racist, chat. Yeah, because if
a bit of a misogynist too.
Yeah.
A little bit.
That's unfortunate because you know
his humor hasn't gotten any better. Like I watched a couple of his recent ones. Like I went on a binge just like catching up on it, and like it's good, but also it still hits the same bad problems that his humor does. Of like, guys, come on. Like I get it, but there's better. Here's the thing. I think my humor kind of like grew out of his. Like I don't watch any of the H3 production stuff anymore. I don't watch any of the Smosh stuff, though. Thankfully, Smosh kind of diversified a lot, and just went, we want to make actual things, which is good. I like that they did that.
I mean, your sense of humor developed. That's all.
Yeah. Mainly because I listen to a lot of podcasts these days, and like that's where my humor kind of comes into. But it's because they hit the same kind of like nice idea of how that humor works.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's like me personally, like when Family Guy first came out, I thought it was hilarious, and then as I got older, I'm like, you know what? This show's kind of cringe.
It's kind of cringe, but
just the same joke 40 times in a row.
Well, I also don't like.
I think South Park was where I got that feeling. Like I didn't necessarily think it was.
We've met, but I don't think we've been properly.
Who is this?
Hey there.
Who is this? You know what? Never mind. Why is her name Jensen? I don't want to know.
Later.
Adam Jensen.
You know, Adam Jensen does show up in another game that is really weird for him to show up in. He shows up in Valhalla.
Oh, really?
Yo, he does show up not in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, as in the Cyberpunk bartending game Valhalla. But it's not him. But there's a character named Jamie in there who has the same eye, same like hairstyle and everything, and it's pretty clear that's Adam Jensen.
Yeah.
Or at least inspired by him. By the way, play Valhalla. It's good.
Fair.
It's really fucking good. Anyway, sorry. Go on.
I was just gonna reiterate what you were saying to Joe. Like shows like South Park and Family Guy. That's the level of toilet humor. While it can be funny sometimes, there's just some jokes that don't sit well with me, and usually ones with the word that rhymes with grape.
Yeah, I never found those. I never found those.
I never found those jokes funny.
Yeah, and I think it's good that most people don't. For the record. Oh, like $77.
They get away with. They get away with a. The Family Guy especially gets away with a.
Yeah, like there are some times when like Family Guy does like, oh, that's really good humor sometimes. Like anytime apparently when Peter specifically dresses like in femme clothing, they never play it for like a specific joke. They went, no, Peter just does this. It's cool. And I like that, as far as I've seen, that I like that. No, Peter just genuinely enjoys doing the old like pre-transition Eddie Izzard thing. I like that.
Yeah.
But when it decides to go Lamau like misogyny and Lamau racism, I just like I don't. It's,
yeah.
Where the video games? It's that fucking where the humor kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think South Park has done better in avoiding that ditch, but it's not completely out of it.
Yeah, I think it's also because it expanded out of it into the games, and the games went, we're going to actually hit you with something that's kind of a horseshoe theory of, like, the whole, like, difficulty slider I thought was a really neat touch of, like, no, that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to go that says a lot about our society, but, like, at the same time, if you wanted to say something about society, that's not the worst way to do it in a very direct way.
Oh, no, South Park's been very good at doing, really, like, basically reflecting society's views.
Yeah, but at the same time, also not very good at like keeping its same. I don't know. Like I also think like comedy runs a. Sorry, what?
It's lack of consistency in that regard is is its downfall.
I think at a certain point also is there's gotta be a realization that like humor can and should have a time limit. In terms of like. When people like learn stuff about how their humor works, they go, "Oh, this isn't that funny to me anymore. I should probably look for other things that make me laugh."
Right.
Like, there's a game reviewer, Seth Seentouch, that is notorious for like coming off as being very 4chan style humor, but at the same time, like I can watch it and go, "Okay, I don't like this part of your humor. I like that part of your humor, but I also can't say I'm a fan of yours because of that."
Makes sense.
Because I'm very happily out of my 4chan era, and I like to keep it that way. Because it's just
I was fortunate
not that
enough
good.
never to get into 4chan.
Same.
Consider yourself lucky that you didn't.
We didn't. Growing up, I didn't have internet access. My way to get to the internet to do schoolwork was to go to the library.
Honestly, consider yourself lucky. No, that's totally fine, Meta. Like, again, gotta keep in mind, when you're here, most of the time, Joe, Brad, and I will just talk about what the fuck ever. And a game like this is, like, really good for that, because I don't need to talk about much on screen. There's already voice acting, there's already anything like that, so the pure point of it is just for me to hang out with my friends. This is what we do with stream. Because I don't have to think about too much, I can hang out with my friends, and it's not terribly things, which allows us to be heavy when we talk about stuff.
And we've actually had this discussion before, Meta, about religion in role-playing games and how to get people with strong faith into the game without making them feel uncomfortable. And I've always like, I remember a friend wanting to play and wanting to do. Joe's out for the sec. He'll be back.
Okay.
One of my a friend from back in the day was very Christian. Type person, but he wasn't like an asshole about it. So they wanted to play, but they felt a little uncomfortable. So I'm like, there's a module or a homebrew where you can use Christianity, and I explained to them what it entails, how it works, and everything like that. And they were, they didn't really like playing the game, but they were comfortable enough to give it a try after that. And that's just something I guess I for one enjoy about games like that in general, is that it can be super inclusive if you just take your time to work it out.
Like the thing I usually do for my games whenever I run them is that I tend to take an attitude of the games are what you make of them, and the games are what are the people that make them. So when Nero hangs out with us, for example, I will rant and like gush about the game that he ran, San Marcos, because between
I think I remember you talking about that before.
Yeah, and I will talk about it basically anytime I talk about good D&D games, because there's a specific vibe it had where like Nero likes the Adventure Zone a lot, but I never stuck with it more than like clips. Not that it was bad, it's just it didn't click in my brain for some reason. But the attitude it took towards its players and towards what was in it was always something real. Yeah, approaching real life issues from my past by way of fantastic elements. I fucking mood. That's what we do here. Because most of my Persona games turn into that. And turn into, hey, why are y'all being dickheads? I can see into your brain. I make a very big point
for you to run that.
Which one? Oh, Picaresque Roman. It would have to be Picaresque Roman, and I could run it. I just need to get the PDF first, and it requires me to like research the PDF because I got a copy of Cyberpunk Red, looked at it, and went, no.
I'll be honest. I never read any of the Cyberpunk RPG books, but man, the horror stories I keep hearing from like you, Connery, and Fox, that those books are just super bad in terms of explaining how to play the mechanics.
They are, and that's kind of my brain went, looked at Savage Worlds. No. Looked at Cortex. No. I'm more comfortable making stuff for the setting, I think.
Yeah.
But as soon as I looked at the book, nothing about the book drew me in. And I will freely admit I'm a World of Darkness slut, and I will play World of Darkness to the day I die, because its books draw me in, and I can look at them and go, hey, 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 hey.
Oh, the lore alone is what drew me into games like Vampire and Werewolf, so I totally see where you're coming from.
Exalted World of Darkness is probably one of my favorite.
God, I want to play Exalted again. I just need time to write a story for that. I'll totally DM it. Fucking
Wandering Golden Quill needs a story to read again. Because I want to do Wandering Golden Quill in something to go, Lamau, I'm writing how you die.
Actually, I've been pondering something in terms of Exalted, and I'll run this by you, see what you two think about this.
Listening.
So,
Is
with
this
Magic
is
Gathering,
this hold on? Is this standard Exalted, as in like there are no computers, or is this Exalted in something else?
I was gonna actually suggest a game of Exalted, but in the world style of the recent Kamigawa from Magic the Gathering, if you're familiar with that. Neon Dynasty.
I am not, but I am not opposed to it.
I'm not opposed to it either.
So I would recommend looking up the art style to Neon Dynasty.
Wouldn't that be League of Legends? Wouldn't that just end up being League of Legends? And I don't say that in a mean way. I say that sounds like League of Legends, like Project Era.
I don't know, because I never played League of Legends.
Good, don't.
It's very possible that it could be League of Legends. Don't play the game, just look up all the stuff about it.
Art's
Because
great.
They put out some really good characters, though the new ones. The new character designs are a lot better than they used to be.
Oh yeah, that's
well,
true.
The reason I bring up Neon Dynasty is because part of the lore in Neon Dynasty the Gathering is the balance. Ooh, excuse me, sorry, and the use of spirits in the real world, and how there are factions in the realm of Kamigawa that tend to either lean more towards the more natural side of things, or tend to be more of the mechanical side. So basically, we're living in a world with giant mechs that are infused. The engines are infused with spirits.
So this is a lot less League of Legends. So no worries for you, Tsunami. And a lot more Shadowrun.
Yes, which I'm okay with.
I would agree. Okay, I'm familiar enough with Shadowrun that I can agree with that.
I want to play a Shadowrun game because the last time I played Shadowrun turned into like let's run Chummer for 5 hours and then not play more than once.
I've never played a Shadowrun game. I'm not familiar enough with it.
Let me put it to you this way: do you know the problem with Cyberpunk Red in terms of it's a little too crunchy in some regards and a little too fluffy in others?
That's what I've heard.
Shadowrun has the opposite.
Oh.
Shadowrun has crunch in some interesting ways in terms of you need an entire like program in order to make a character.
So would Shadowrun be more of like a Gibson esque world?
No, I would say Cyberpunk is more of a Gibson world. Shadowrun in terms of mechanics is more Gibson-esque, but its lore is incredibly good.
Okay.
It's weird. It's weird. Like I think Cyberpunk has Gibson-ish. I don't know. It's weird to explain, but it's like it's one of those things that stuck with me. Is like Cyberpunk Red does not require you to have a program. Shadowrun does, in order to do like point distribution and shit like that. And that just kind of went the entire way.
I was looking at my Gibson books earlier today. I'm just like, I should reread those one day.
You should. They're good. Where the
bring 'em to
hell
work
is
one
this
weekend.
bearing? I'm looking for a bearing here. What the hell?
For those of us that don't know what you mean by Gibson,
William Gibson.
William Gibson is an author, and he did Johnny Mnemonic.
He is the actual father of the cyberpunk genre. Mike Pondsmith is good, but William Gibson is the guy who started it. If you ever hear me mention Neuromancer, that's him.
Oh, Neuromancer's so good.
That'll do it. All right.
I was about to recommend that to Joe to read.
Yeah, no, start with Neuromancer.
That's a great one.
I'm like 3/4 of the way through that, but then again, I put that book down like 2
Put
years
it,
ago.
pick it
so
back
I
up and
probably
get
need
it
to-
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you're done with that, pick up Count Zero.
Well, Count Zero and Mona Lisa Overdrive, they're in the same trilogy.
Mona Lisa Overdrive's so good too. Snow Crash is not Gibson, somebody else.
Snow Crash is a little bit more towards the Shadowrun era of like, this is silly.
It's the
but
same
good
world.
silly. Really?
I think
No, I don't think Snow Crash. No. Snow
I'm
Crash
using
did
the
not take
wrong
place in
word.
Sprawl.
Sorry, it didn't take place in a Gibson-esque world, but it was similar, is what I should say.
That makes more sense. Alright, hold on.
I'm
Give me
looking
a
at all
second
my
up.
books right now, seeing what other is around to recommend.
Let me take a look at my Audible while I'm here. Hold on.
Got some Horus Heresy books.
Divine Apotheosis horror to read, watch, listen to. Well, listen to the Silt verses for obvious reasons.
Neuromancer. No, that's pretty much yeah.
I have some good. Oh, Punch Escrow is a good one apparently.
That is a good one.
I haven't read it yet.
That's one I haven't read in a while. It's been a long time since I read that.
I'm looking at seeing what I got. My mom got me into the Lightning Struck Heart because it's gay as hell. I got a lot of harem RPG books in my Audible. We're not talking about it.
Fair enough. So there's a book I have. It's a one-shot read. It's called Whitechapel Gods by S.M. Peters. It's a very steampunk-ish style world where the area of Whitechapel in England has been sealed off and is run by these two gods, for lack of a better way to describe them. And they've turned it, and the main one, Father Time, sees everybody through clocks, spies on everybody through clocks, and basically is going around and trying to turn people into automatons.
Terrifying. I love it.
It's a very, very good read.
Trying to think of other Divine Apotheosis. Cause I don't listen to too much horror these days outside of like Silvers and Magnus Archives, and that's purely because I can stand them, because they have plot, and they also have like they're also not directly staring at the horror. Like Magnus Archives is reading the SCP wiki in character, and Silvers is someone retelling an encounter of horror.
I still want to do a World of Darkness game that's based in New York City.
That's called Delta Green.
Well, mine's more like, it's World of Darkness with Hunter, the Vigil, combined.
Fair enough.
That's the one I'm trying to do. I want to do.
I think the game I want to run right now, like that I feel comfortable enough to run, I want to run a picaresque Roman game, because that's Persona, Yakuza, and World of Darkness.
Oh God, Darrow would jump on that.
Yeah, I know, that's explicitly why.
Yeah, I'd watch
and it has that abstract Japanese horror. It has an abstract Japanese horror and like that. I wouldn't say Lane-esque kind of vibe to it, but in that vein of like, no, we're staring outside of the trappings of the game. We're doing it. Fuck you, kind of thing. And I always love that.
So Japanese horror is so good.
Yeah, but it also can be hit or miss. Signalis. If you get a chance, Brad, play Signalis. It's so fucking good.
How do you spell it?
Signalis.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was playing it.
Is that the one you were playing? The top-down one?
Yeah.
I was watching. I was looking at it. I put that in my when I saw you playing that. I put that in my wish list. So
it's so good. And mind you, I haven't even beaten it, and I don't play horror games or top-down horror games. I still think it was incredibly good.
See, that's one of the things I love about. See, that's more. That's why I love Resident Evil. Was it 7? The one before Village,
7.
That's why
yeah.
I think that I think that's why that's my new favorite Resident Evil, because it brought back the survival part of survival horror, and that's what the Signalis, thank you, reminded me of, because you were really trying to keep your ammo saved up for when you really needed it, and it seemed like that would be that's something in the game that's very hard to come by.
Yeah,
So,
I feel like it's okay, minor bitching about Signalis. I want a knife. I don't care, give me a knife. Just give me like a 1 HP damage knife. Fuck you, give me a knife. Something when I run out of ammo. Even if I have to like slum it.
yeah, I mean, at least in Resident Evil you had a knife.
Yeah.
But it was
oh my god, that cow went through the door! Okay, never mind. Cow can go through the door. No. I think part of what I liked about Signalis was its presentation, because it's Tsutomu Nihei, like, through and through. And, like, I have a friend of mine, I think they go by Valkyrie, who is someone I used to LARP with, and someone I genuinely look up to because they're incredibly smart. They are an actual rocket scientist. And I played in some of their Numenera and World of Darkness games. Yes. See, Immortality and Sad Immortality is yes, good. But that's why I want to play, what's it called? What was the thing I wanted to play? Nocturne? No. What was the one that you're playing as aspects of something? There is a specific
Darkness game?
No, it is not. Nobilis. There we go. You're playing an aspect.
familiar.
It's something like you're playing an aspect of something. An aspect being a proper noun kind of thing. So anything you do involves those kind of like involves those kind of powers, or involves like changing. Like it's a notion fighter kind of thing. But in the vein of like your aspect is of like clocks.
Was it a video game or a tabletop game?
Tabletop.
It was a contemporary fantasy tabletop role-playing game created by J. Kenna Moran, written under the name R. Sean Borgstrom. Characters have sovereign powers called the Nobilis.
Yep.
Each noble is a personification of an abstract concept. Oh my god, this is right up any Persona fan's alley.
I know, right? Also, if you like Baroque or any of the really weird Japanese like presentation stuff, that's that kind of vibe.
Well, my interest is officially peaked.
Or Sandman.
I mean,
now you have my attention.
Yeah, no, it's very Sandman in some regards.
Sandman. I'm trying to get my mom to watch Sandman.
I still need to watch it.
It's. I think they did a great job. I really do, and the cast is phenomenal.
Meta Paradox, if you have like online LARPs, person to talk to in my server would be Jupiter XL. He runs a LARP back in State Redacted, and he is someone that can and will talk people's ear off about it in a good way. He's very smart and someone I would listen to. I don't know if I'll always have time to be able to play personally. What the hell is this? Oh yeah, that's a sign. I don't know if I'll always have as much time as I want to be able to play in online LARPs, because I am the kind of person that goes, if I find a LARP, I will play it for 30 days straight, or run one. As Agile Cross is like my biggest example of. That motherfucker's been going around for nearly 4 years and still active. I'm fucking surprised by that.
I've got a friend that does that. He focuses on one thing and just that's all they talk about. And
it's called hyperfixation, and it's a side effect of autism.
So he just picked up the new Cadia box set for Warhammer 40k.
Oh no!
Oh,
it's a beautiful. It's a beautiful box. Well, he's always
it's
played
Warhammer. Okay, fair
for
enough.
the guard.
The guard broke. The planet broke before the guard did.
Okay,
God
okay,
damn
hold
right.
on. Here's the problem. Here, guess what I'm gonna fucking say? I can't play 40k.
Oh, we've had this discussion before.
Okay.
I know. But we can always talk lore, which is fine.
This is true.
Tsunami, if it makes you feel any better, I've never played even a millisecond of the tabletop. I've just been obsessed with the lore since I was 10.
See, at least
we
that
don't
way
gotta
it's-
play the game. We could just talk about it.
Yeah.
And here I
know.
am. Here I am with my pile of shame right next to me.
I think I sold my Tau. I think I sold my Tau. I don't remember.
Good man. Good man.
Fuck you.
Oh, come on.
Tau are cool. Shut up.
Tau are cool, but it's also fun to make fun of Tau.
It's the meme.
I'm sorry. Do you not like getting shot from across the table with division mechanics?
As a
and
Spaceballs
marker
player,
lights?
no, I don't. No, I really.
Then suck my ass.
Player.
To be fair, I also played Imperial Fist one time and genuinely enjoyed that. I don't know. Like, I will play Marines. There's a point where it just goes, you're asking me to pay how much to play what? No, fuck you.
You're right. You're absolutely right. That's why eBay and secondary.
Don't care.
You know,
don't care. Don't care.
Oh, no.
Don't care.
I'm not saying this to sell it to you. Don't worry. I'm not trying to make a sell. I'm just telling you that there are ways around it.
I love how I've just started doing the fucking MMO thing of just running around the place and jumping around while we're talking.
What was I gonna say? But yeah, the lore is what got me into the game to begin with. That and orcs with guns.
Fair enough.
Like, it was definitely orcs that got me into wanting to learn more about the game.
See, I think the thing I liked about the game was that, like, if you're with the right people, people know it's supposed to be stupid, and that's fun. But if you get people that are unironically, like, Krieg players, for example, and I mean this unironically in the vein of they like the Krieg a little too much.
Right.
And don't seem to be ironic about it. It's that thing of just like, Garfield, are you serious or joking? Garfield, are you serious or joking? Please.
Yeah, I've definitely met my fair share. Growing up, I would have been one of those people had I not been for, friends of mine.
Mm-hmm.
And
I do like the Krieg, but there's a point where it just gets weird.
They have a great story. It's
They
simple
really
as that.
do, and
I
good
love
design.
Some of my favorite guard regiments are I do like Krieg. Tanith First and Only is probably one of my absolute favorites.
I've been binging the audiobooks at work from them. They're really good.
They really are, and it's like, without spoiling anything, it's sad and wonderful at the same time.
Yep. Melancholy.
Yeah, really is. They're just but Dan Abbott has that problem, like a lot of authors of his caliber, where he likes to add plot armor in heaping amounts for what's the word I'm looking for?
Unfair?
Not unreasonable. I wouldn't say unfair, but like for situations that are like, what the fuck? That should not have happened.
Right.
Yeah.
So, how far are you into it, Job? So I don't spoil anything.
I'm at the 9th book.
Okay, cool. So in the one of the very first books, the Tanith First and Only were sent as a forward, not scout, but I guess first they were the ones to lead the charge.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was they were kind of being looked down upon by the munitions, artillery squadrons of another regiment. So the regiment decided to go ahead with their bombardment while the Tanith were still in the middle of battle.
Friendly fire.
Yeah, and so what Gaunt did was when he got back, looking all disheveled and stuff, first thing he did was just beat the shit out of the commanding officer who ordered the volley.
I mean, he's a commissar.
He is, but he was also, but the person who he beat the shit out of was way above.
True.
Oh. So I have been pinged by Riley.
Uh-oh.
No, it's a good thing, as in not everyone going, hey, there was some migraines, so they're going to be playing Rockin' Stone.
Nice.
Rockin' Stone! To the bone.
Who's got a headache?
Dara's got a migraine.
Oh. That sucks. Was it last week? I think Bisonic wasn't feeling well.
They got struck with the gonna fucking die virus.
Oh, that sucks.
Well,
they're feeling
better.
I'm glad they're feeling better though, I think. So
Yeah. It's good that they're doing better.
Well, let me check and see if they're live. I don't think they're live yet, but I'm checking to see because I feel like I'm hitting the fucking bricks at this point. Which feels bad that I'm hitting the bricks, but
Devil's Luck is about to start their Orc Fights.
They just went live.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, a 3-hour stream is pretty good for everybody. So you hitting the wall now is just good.
Yeah.
Fair. You can sit back and relax.
Yeah, and I get to have like lunch or dinner and then just crash the fuck out. That being said, I am seeing also Ariza is starting to play Cyberpunk, so I think we're actually going to raid... Well, hold on. We could raid into Flash, who is playing Borderlands. That would be nice to give them some of our stuff. Ariza's playing Cyberpunk, but I'm also going to check and see time at Sandrock and see if anyone else is playing this too. Because I find... That's... oh my god, what the fuck? Fair enough. It turns out we're the only one, or one of the few people that makes a lot of shit on it. What's a good channel for discussing LARP? Let me check my channels and get back to you on that. One moment. I would say, for reference, stick it to tabletop gaming or Pinboard Media. Or, yeah, tabletop gaming is a good way to put it. Give me a second. I'm going to start setting up a raid for y'all. I appreciate all y'all being here. Again, I am so sorry that I'm, like, crashing like a motherfucker.
It's fine. It's the end of your stream.
Stop apologizing. We get it.
I know. I feel bad, though.
Why do you feel bad?
Also,
I was lucky I was awake enough to hang out.
True. Also, to be fair, like, my roommates are having people over, and if I keep going too long, I'm probably going to get overstimmed and crash out. It's not fun for anybody.
Oh, yeah.
But not really.
Mental health comes first.
Yeah.
Your mental health comes first.
Exactly.
Hold on. I think, Sharks and Rex playing Dragonflight, but we are not a WoW house here. We currently play Final Fantasy XIV, and
That's another game that doesn't work for me.
That sucks. You should probably fix that.
I'll be over here.
Wait, how does Lost Ark work and not 14?
Good question. I don't know. I really
That's
don't know.
That's confusing.
Because I just wanted to play with the character creation with the free trial. That's all I wanted to do.
Fair. You know what? We're gonna raid into Flash. I feel like that's good enough for that. Raid. That's Riyadh, not raid. Flash Ballad.
Time to Riyadh.
Time to go to Riyadh. Don't actually go to Riyadh. I don't know where the fuck Riyadh is.
I don't know why that reminded me of VR Troopers.
We are VR?
Yeah, I guess I was about to say that.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, thank you very much for being here. I've been Tsunami. This has been Joe and Brad over here. My cohorts? Question mark?
The clusterfucks.
Tweedledee and Tweedledeer. I don't know.
Whatever.
We're gonna probably be on
I'll take it.
We're gonna be on next weekend. Next week, if not earlier. We're gonna raid into who did my art, Flash Ballad. Please give them your love and attention until your next raid now begins in 3, 2, 1.
Good night.
Bye.
And stop streaming in